What's going on, lovely people? What it do? What's popping? It's the undeniable, the reliable, the one and only Trigger Trey Knight.
And this your boy Blackout Jones, the historian. Hey man, we're here to talk about nothing but some great wrestling, some great recaps. Hey, let's do it.
And it's your boy, Mr. 211. Remember, that is my drink of choice, not my weight. Good evening to you.
Good evening, fellas. We are back with another one.
We are
Another one.
back.
Exactly. How you
Man,
living? How you living?
look, living good, living great. How are you? All right.
I'm all
Yeah.
good in the neighborhood.
I'm all good in the hood, just doing a little something, something. It's been a great week, y'all. It's been a great week.
Man,
We got a
look,
lot of,
it's
got a lot
it's
to
been a
catch.
great week. It's been man, really, honestly, it's been a
Long
long
week.
couple of days with a lot of wrestling, man. So
Shoot, wrestling, sports. You got college
yeah,
football. You got the return of football tonight.
Right
It's
now,
yeah,
as we speak.
it's it's been a
Chiefs and
lot.
the Lions.
Yeah, 7-7. A little something, something. We gonna
So I
see.
guess I guess we could say the mourning period is over now.
Yes. Now we're back with
Yeah.
plenty of content.
Yes.
Basketball, football, baseball, hockey, whatever. We're gonna come and give it to you. So just be ready. We're gonna have some good football talks, college and NFL. So let's be ready. Get your teams, pick your teams. You know, our brother DeAndre, Mr. Carlito Cannon, the Cannon, will be on here in a few. But I guess we can touch on a little
We ain't
bit of
worried about
feedback.
his teams, no way.
Yeah, Cowgirls. We ain't worrying about them.
All his teams is evil.
Well, first of all, we're not. First of all, we're not ever going to disrespect the Lakers. Okay,
Wow.
you're a Celtics fan,
Wow.
so
Exactly.
we don't
So
we don't
that's
care
what we're
what you say.
supposed to do.
No, 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 no. You're a bandwagon Celtics fan. Okay,
That is not true.
Go sit down in your corner. Okay,
Mm-mm. Take those ridiculous glasses off and say it to my face.
they're not ridiculous. Listen here, they're not ridiculous. These are fine. These are the Deion Sanders specials. Okay,
Oh, really? Oh,
these are the Buffalo specials because we coming. Okay,
All
actually, we're
right.
here. We're actually here. Pause. I'm sorry. That sounded way out of line.
No,
yeah.
it's okay, man. Let's just go ahead and just get to it. Payback.
Hey, Payback, B level show, but came through and they showed up and they showed out. We can start with the match card. So the first match that Payback started off with was Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus in a steel cage match. Um, I would say this feud has been very underwhelming, to say the least.
Yeah.
I would say, in my opinion,
Yeah. No, I agree.
it
I
just
think the
wasn't
only
really
reason
hitting.
that's been is because like every time they would like build up to a big match, it wouldn't happen for like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
But I
They're
would
like,
say
oh, it's
even
gonna happen in a steel cage, but not for 2 weeks. And
I,
it's
I
like,
would say that matchup at Night of Champions just
was that for the no, they ain't anybody got no belt. Um the one at Night of Champions.
mhm.
No, ain't nobody had no belt, right?
No, they
No,
they
they
were
didn't
just
have
they
no
were
belt.
just 1-on-1, and then Zoe Starks got involved
Oh,
into it.
that's when she
Yeah.
originally.
Was that
Yeah.
the one they took it to the outside? Or
Yep.
they took it to the concession stands and
No, that was on Raw. That was a couple weeks back. I don't know if they were in Toronto or somewhere in Canada when they
okay.
did that. But yeah, just
That's right.
I don't know. It's just to me, it's been hit or miss with the I guess the matches. I guess they just needed a little bit more time in there with each other for chemistry wise. But other than that, the match started off amazing. They came in ready to fight, ready to rumble, and to me, their best showing yet in a steel cage match. That's what I've wanted to see the whole rivalry.
And they
Which
did
is
some high spots that I wasn't ready for, like the superplex off the top, or
listen,
jumping off the top, or whatever. Hey, that mess was gangster.
I ain't gonna lie, I got scared for Trish. I got scared for
Man,
Trish.
Trish is what, 45, 46, something like that?
Yeah, still a fine wine.
No, I'm saying she keep herself right, so I wasn't too scared for, you know what I'm saying, taking that bump.
Well, not that one. So initially, when they were outside, Trish had got her leg stuck, and she was like towards the
Oh, yeah,
outside of
yeah.
the ring. I'm
Yeah.
like, if she slip and that leg somehow get uncaught and
It's
she
over.
fall all the way down, it's a wrap.
Yeah, they had to cut that.
It's a wrap. I don't know. There goes the thumb again. I don't know where it came from.
Mm-hmm. We'll
But
figure it out.
And you
What about
and balloons and thumbs and
listen, It's not me.
Star Brights. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe because I'm light skinned. I don't know.
That's exactly what it is.
I mean, I haven't got it, so maybe I'm not the cool light skinned guy. I don't know.
You ain't light skinned enough.
I'm not the cool light skinned guy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But I think overall it was a great match. I think they flowed well. They had some great spots. They had time to showcase. It really was the storytelling in the match. And then at the end you get the whole Zoe Starks interference, which I think it was a good addition to the match as well. Just kind of adding that little interference, but then seeing Trish get like teed off, like I didn't need your help. I'm good on my own. I does this. Thank me. Because if it wasn't for me, there would be no you.
And they gave Zoe her moment, her get back.
Oh yeah. Because you ain't gonna slap me in the face.
Now we'll see what they do with that.
I know Trish had that shiner up there.
Listen. I said, when did that happen? Because it just started whoop. I said, God dog.
Yeah.
She looked like Roscoe Jenkins' mama after she got hit with that softball.
Look, just put some ice on that baby. Look, you got a nice little shiner right there. But I think that topped it off, and I think that ended the rivalry between them.
I can see that because I think Becky, I know she showed up on NXT
with Tiffany.
So with Tiffany Stratton after her match. We don't know, as far as Zoe Starks. I see, her and
Shayna.
And Shayna look like they may have an alliance coming up. So where does that leave Trish?
Trish going home.
I think she had a pretty good couple month run. Because she's been featured heavily these last couple months. So may see her back in the future.
Last WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania all the way. Yeah, WrestleMania. Well, even before WrestleMania, all the way until August.
Damn.
So pretty couple months stretch.
Nice run.
So if she going home, she deserved that. Thank you, Trish.
Yeah, thank you. Knocked a little rust off, but thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
I said, they did that. That. Hey, then John Cena came out after the match was over, set it up, did a little hosting job, but ultimately it was interrupted by Mr. Mike the Miz. And I think the banter between them, it just showcases their talent. It just showcases their history. The love that they have for each other. I mean, they're two great individuals that know each other and that work well with each other. And then the man of the hour, Mr. L.A. Knight. Yeah.
I
don't know why Blackout didn't do it. I thought he was going to hit it. He was going to get 3. Yeah. I'll do it.
It don't always work like that sometimes. We still working on our gelling.
Yeah.
I'll warm up to it.
But you can never go wrong with 3 good promos, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. Never.
Eating it
plus,
up.
I don't want to say we can't find 3 good people who can give one promo, but it's few and far in between.
Very. That can keep up.
With all the talent that we got.
And they're like explosive promos.
Exactly. Because John going to give it everything he got every time he got a chance. And Miz can do the same thing, and we finding out that LA Knight can do the same thing.
Right. So and I think that's good for them both as well. I think for LA and the Miz, because Miz really hasn't had many people lately to get on the mic with that can go back and forth. But it also is teaching, LA that hey, you got somebody else who can go toe to toe with you.
Exactly.
So and you got to be like this.
So the feud might not be long, but it's gonna be good while we got it. It might be over now with the match at Payback, which was good.
Yeah, it was definitely a good match. I think the transitions. Now I think it did run a little long. I would say that it ran just maybe a tad bit long, but I think the build to it, how John called it. John called it fair, square down the middle. You saw a little interaction between Miz and John, LA and John. You didn't know if maybe John was probably gonna get popped in the mouth.
I definitely thought that was gonna happen. I thought somebody was gonna hit him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
These close.
Just cause that always happens with guest referees. They always got to put their hands on somebody.
Yeah. And John was out there just pulling them off. Hey, I said 4.
Exactly.
And then Miz came in there. He said, "Look, you're cheating. You're cheating. Let me do my thing."
He was like, "Let me get mine, player."
And then they had some good spots. I think once the energy started to pick up a little bit more, LA just went to it, started doing what he did, got the crowd involved, hit that nice little elbow drop, and then
The elbow drop was funny because the ring was like right there, and the Miz was on the floor. He only went like 2 steps and it didn't
yeah,
drop.
I was like, he had to cut them steps a little short.
You know what I'm saying? It looked like that poor excuse for a splash that Tyrus did. Did you see that?
Oh yeah,
Like it wasn't that bad, but that's kind of how it looked. He just had to walk and hit the elbow.
I'm like, geez, I said, "You all right? You all right?" And then he had to hit the blunt force trauma.
BFT.
BFT sealed the day, sealed the night, and that was a wrap. Mr. LA Knight, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
He was
With
like,
the dub.
I want to do.
With the dub, I think that was much needed for him. Definitely to even elevate the rivalry anymore. Because you just need more of Miz and LA. Like the whole chemistry they have for each other, they're entertainers.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
need to see more. And then also John being an entertainer as well. And you see that interaction between him and LA. Like, could we get an LA Knight versus John Cena? Ah, shoot, take my money if you do.
No, I'm with you. I'm
No.
with you. Plus, the Miz was a good name for LA Knight to get over on. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say that, but win against.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that loss ain't gonna hurt the Miz. Nothing is gonna hurt the Miz. You seen him come out the next night and fight John Cena.
So before we even go to that part, Blackout, why no John Cena and LA Knight?
No.
It's the dynamic. It's probably just over John's time.
It ain't even that. I don't see I don't know if they'll mesh well together.
You think their styles are too?
You said what?
I said you got to see him like one-on-one, like without the Miz, like just those two. Go
Like
back
just those two? I don't know. I don't think it will work. I just don't think it will work.
You mean as far as like in ring? You think just the chemistry will kind of
No, in ring. Now in ring, yeah. But as far as like on the mic, nah.
You think somebody getting ate up to the point where they can't come back from it?
Yeah. And I think Cena would, yeah. I think Cena would get LA Knight.
LA would really have to bring out his best work, like some like study best work on the mic.
He's gonna have to
come back. You got to come back with some jabs. You got to fight back because I ain't gonna lie, like our tribal chief, man, when John stumped him on that mic.
Woo. That was the tribal chief, but he ate.
He ain't gonna do it now. He's not gonna do it now.
Most definitely not.
No.
Most definitely
not doing it now.
But he got ate up on that mic. I said, "Oh,
yeah, he did get ate up."
I said,
"Hey, your boy's a little lost for words." All right.
And he left no crumbs. No crumbs.
When you just got to sit there and smirk and just,
yeah.
You gotta compose yourself.
I knew in that at that time I knew it was over for Roman when he had to resort to the cuss words.
Yeah.
I was trying to get a pop. I was like, "Yeah, you're done, bro."
Yeah, he done got you.
Yeah,
he got you. It's all right. It's all right. But John's gonna bring the best out of anybody. And I think, with the moving forward, we seeing him on SmackDown a little bit more. Probably seeing him at Fastlane for the next pay-per-view. It's gonna be interesting to see how they implement John and whether he's more in the, I would say, the out role of being the overseer, just kind of running the people backstage, just kind of instigating stuff, but not really being involved, unless they decide to push it. I know we're probably going to get LA Knight versus The Miz at Fastlane. I'm all for it. Miz LA Knight Part 2. Love it.
Exactly. Give it to me.
Amazing. Give it to me. Well, and then we have the United States Championship match. Mr. Rey Mysterio versus Mr. Austin Theory. Surprisingly, was a good match.
Okay.
I didn't really think much of it at first, but Austin was moving. Ray was moving. The chemistry in the ring was, I would say this: Ray makes anybody look good in the ring.
True.
It's not really that hard for Ray to make anybody look good. But I really think Austin really pulled it out. Just being versatile with his move set, just kind of using that bigger, stronger stature kind of build, athletic build to his advantage, and then going against a high flyer. Because some of them spots was like, how did he pull that off?
Right.
So I'm
Well,
like, that was a good
neither
match.
here nor there on that one though.
It was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, it was there for the sake of being there to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't advance no stories because it was just a return match, basically.
Right.
That he had to fight to get. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? But I was halfway expecting, not halfway, I'd say a little bit more than halfway for some shenanigans to happen for
LWO
to get it back.
Okay.
That way they could, revert back to
Santos
getting it.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. So we just gonna see where it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a bad match, like you said. It was some good spots, good chemistry, and all that stuff. But I wasn't just, I need
like invested, right? Right. Yeah, I just didn't. I don't think it sucked. Hold on. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't think it pulled me in and invested me into the match as far as storyline base wise. Because at the end of the day,
for real.
look, at the end of the day, I think Austin is a better chaser than me, than champion. To be real with you, I think the chase is more believable, and the championship, like.
Yeah, but how often do you have a heel chasing the belt? See,
you got a point. That's
what I'm saying. So it's just like, I'm not saying that he needs to have the belt or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying? With him being a heel, he get this chance, he probably get one more chance. And then I'm through watching him chase the belt without a face change or something, face turn.
Right. So
or go after a different belt. You know what I'm saying? Don't he got a tag team partner? He can go after Judgment Day if he wants it.
Well, and I think maybe something in the works in regards to the whole maybe alliance and allegiance with Grayson Waller. Carlito.
There you go.
The Cannon.
Y'all already know who it is. Boy Carlito the Cannon, Mr. Iconic, Mr. Double Dose of Knowledge, Mr. Carolina Wrestling Cartel. The boys got it. I'm here to observe and listen and watch y'all work because y'all been killing it already. So y'all continue doing what y'all doing. But your boys here.
Look with the one piece.
Yeah.
I did hear you say that surprisingly it was a good match. Was it surprising to you? Because has Ray ever had a bad pay-per-view match?
I would say no, not a bad. He hasn't had a bad pay-per-view match. I guess it just in a sense, I would say this, not the match, but the pay-per-view as a whole, we didn't expect much out of Payback.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really. You're right. Did we need it?
Yeah. No, I'm saying we didn't need this match.
Right, we did.
We had already seen it. They didn't do anything different. They didn't give him any additional time. There wasn't any over-the-top shenanigans or nothing like that. So we didn't need it. Like TJ said, it didn't progress the story any. It's like, okay, Ray won.
Sweet. What's next?
Woo.
But okay.
But I mean, I think we've talked about it just in the past over the last couple of pods, just in our own individual chats, just as far as what Austin Theory needs. And I think the face turn needs to happen ASAP, as soon as possible. Like
ASAP.
But yeah, he needs to be out of there. He needs to be out of there ASAP quickly. Maybe I don't know if the LW. I don't want to go into the whole. So many teams are splitting because that is like the topic of discussion and trends is everybody's breaking apart, and that we don't need like 4 or 5 teams splitting apart because they got controversy. So I think we'll see what happens with Ray and Santos and LWO next, and maybe Austin Theory and Waller.
What's his name?
Who?
Caribbean Cool and then signed.
I mean, they complain. They're saying that he's been signed since June, and they just have nothing to do with him. I mean, hey,
ain't got nothing to do with it. His backstory is right there. Hey,
honestly,
struggling when they was in Puerto Rico. I came out. They brought me back. Here we go.
Bump it. Make him the true leader of the LWO.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Something.
Yeah. I mean, but see, that's the thing though with Santos. Santos is already such a good leader Like, not this face Santos, but LWO
Heel
NXT Santos. Look, Legato was it down there. I'm still upset that they didn't get an NXT tag title run and that he didn't at least get a North American title run. But, that's neither here nor there.
When that joint first started, he took off that mask and was just like, I'm really Santos Escobar.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey, give him the belt.
Give it to him. Oh, man, you remember, bro, y'all remember the Drake Maverick story?
Oh, bro.
Oh, heart touching. That was compelling.
Oh, when he got fired?
Yeah, when he got fired and begged to come back.
Yeah.
And then
Ryan.
That was compelling television.
I might have shed a thug tear. I ain't
gonna lie, I might have shed a thug tear, but that was just that was that stretch where the pandemic had took over and NXT was just still cooking.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause NXT, I think, cooked the most during the pandemic. Like, out of every brand,
yeah.
I think NXT cooked the most.
Yeah, it was very fresh. It
was. And I love the Capitol Wrestling Center. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like that setup, but the cage around the ring,
I liked it. I didn't mind.
I loved it. I love the CWC.
Is that still what they do it at now?
You said what?
Is that still what they do NXT at?
No, they do it at the
Performance Center now.
Oh.
Yeah, which I think that was still the same thing. It was just the setup.
Right.
Was called the CWC because that was the WWF stage back in the day, and Triple H being a historian of the game, a la Mr.
Blackout Jones.
In sync, dog. Look.
Get out my head, bro.
Bro, chill. That was just a great time for NXT as a whole, which, I mean, coming off the heels of regular Black and Gold and then them shutting down, it just was great. But Santos I'm cool with putting Carlito with them to turn on Ray.
Yeah.
But what's the pecking order then? If he's the true leader, does that just relegate Santos back to my flunky now?
No.
Well, I would say, would you put it as an advisement? Carlito.
Okay. So like MVP and with the Hurt Business?
Yeah.
No, because Carlito can still go. How I see it, they can do the whole turn on Ray. That's cool. Okay. But Santos is now the leader. Carlito's the muscle.
Okay.
Old, but you know,
okay.
I can see that side too.
I like that. They're the number one tag team, and then you got Joaquin and the other boy, and then the girl
Cruz Del Toro, a la Sid Vicious in the Four Horsemen,
Right.
Yeah.
Because Carlito
Blackouts, aka Blackout's favorite Four Horsemen incarnation.
Yeah, the lies you tell.
He said, "Yeah, get it right, brother."
The lies you tell. So.
Nah. Black is definitely a gigantic fan of Paul Roma. So,
no. No.
And look, see, Paul Roma is the WrestleMania 9 Four Horsemen.
Oh God. Next, we will not.
As we were saying, in the match of the night.
I was going off the general consensus, not my personal view.
Oh, okay. I was about to say next.
I did like Paul Roma though. Power and Glory was a hell of a day.
You know what? Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. I did like Power and Glory.
Jimmy Powers.
And you just made the list.
I don't care. About no list.
But the next match, I think, was the match of the night for me. Like, this is what should have been on Raw. This is what they should have dedicated to Terry Funk. SmackDown. This is what they should have dedicated to Terry Funk all along. Was the undisputed WWE Tag Team Steel City Street Fight, where we saw a slobber knocker of a match between the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
I'm just glad their run is over.
Yes, it was very over.
It has been a long 5 months. 6 months.
Yeah.
And that
was been dragging.
5 months.
Yeah, it has been
dragging 5 months.
I'm kind of glad they got rid of the anger issue KO joint.
Yeah.
It's getting played out. Go ahead, Black.
But I'm glad that they dropped the belts. And why? Because now the Super Show, now we don't have to worry about Indusher winning the belts. But
how we know?
Will they still go on with that match? Because if they do, then if KO and Sammy take a loss, it's just a loss.
I mean,
there's no championship involved.
Jinder Mahal is going to face John Cena. No, I'm playing with that.
No, but you know what? That's the kind of match they would do over there. But then they would let Jinder go over because of shenanigans. of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
But
They
there
need
was a
the
lot of
market.
shenanigans in this Steel City street fight. Putting on the Pittsburgh jerseys,
Bloodied up.
and getting up to the stage and dropping the gloves and throwing the dukes. It's cheesy, but I
liked it.
I loved it. I loved it.
I didn't get it at first because I was like, both these boys from Canada. Why is they?
Hockey.
Yeah.
And they're in Pittsburgh. I mean,
Pittsburgh Penguins. You know how them boys get down.
No, it was the Penguins thing. I got the hockey, but I was like, how come they ain't wearing? I don't know,
Ottawa or does Toronto has a hockey team?
Yeah.
Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Somebody's at the front door.
baseball.
So you about to get into a Steel City fight too?
I'm about to get into a Steel City street fight myself, y'all. Hey, look.
Somebody enjoyed that.
Hashtag real fans. Y'all know what happens when my door gets rung this time of night. So
It's true.
I'm just saying.
Somebody might
into
catch
FTR.
the steal.
Thou shalt return.
He turns into FTR with ham.
Boy.
Hey, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
You know. But I think that was bomb. I mean, shoot, they came out with the hockey sticks. They went to work. They start giving out haymakers. And I think I like more of the tornado tags. We don't really see much of tornado tags.
No,
anymore.
we don't.
It's true.
And I feel like the traditional, we get it so like either between the traditional 2-man or the 3-man, which we've lately seen KO, Sammy, and Cody in 3-mans for the last couple of weeks. So I think the tornado tag is kind of a fresh lead into this one. And them boys just was throwing haymakers, started seeing spots we ain't seen in a minute. We done seen chairs on top of chairs, trash cans, tables, you name it. Everything was getting pulled out.
Yeah.
People was getting doinked in the ring, outside the ring, crazy spots. Like I felt like
was when
and guess what? And Mr. 211's favorite wrestler, female wrestler, Rhea Ripley. What a spot she did.
What amazing. Look, violence on men. Why do you look like that, Mr. 211?
I don't know. What happened?
He looks upset.
What happened?
He looks frustrated.
Hey, turn that frown upside down.
Man, bump that.
Watch your mouth.
Look,
you might get future endeavored. Hold on.
All I need
is time. Hey, slow your roll, buddy.
All right, now I don't need nobody to bail me out tonight. This episode of Beyond the Bell podcast has been brought to you by Canada Dry. We want to smoke.
That's all I need.
Street profits.
We'll get to them in a little bit. I agree with you though, Trig. I love the tornado tag format. We don't get to see it often. I'm all for a good bit of chaos.
Yeah.
Every now
and then. That was it.
Every now and then,
And that was, to me, I kind of got like Attitude Era, early Ruthless Aggression Era vibes from that. It was very that much like play around the arena and the dedication to Terry Funk, like it should have been this whole time. Because when I saw the blood and how much he was bleeding, I said, "Oh my gosh, they really allowed that."
And they allowed it. That's what was crazy.
I said he is painted, but then he eventually cleaned it up. I mean, I guess it was just for one shot. But
but hey, listen, we got it. In the era we're in, we know we get enough blood on Wednesday nights. So, Sunday was cool.
We get enough blood for a whole year on Wednesdays.
I'm telling you.
The one thing I've taken from that match is that I know I was going to say Kevin Hart. Kevin Owens' left leg ain't going to be worth a damn.
Oh, yeah, nah. He's probably about to miss a little bit of time.
His ankles.
I'm glad he ain't break it, but that he overshot a little bit. And that
but see, that's
a little bit.
That's a Jeff Hardy thing. When they do that swanton from elevated positions on somebody's table, that's
dangerous, bro. When he did it, when he was climbing, I said, "Oh my god, I guarantee he's about to swanton." Next thing you know, he hit that flip. I said, "Oh my god!" I said, "It looked like he about to overshoot that," and sure enough, them legs said, "Fiddle." I said, "My god, did he not break nothing?" All I heard was a scream. I know Dom was probably hurt a little bit, maybe not much, but I'm like, shoot, somebody get some help for KO.
No, I'm saying, please, that man's whole leg is in a deep freezer right now.
Oh yeah,
full of ice.
Kevin has taken some atrocious bumps in his career.
Yeah. But that Whew.
Yeah.
Even the bump when he did running off the WrestleMania sign that one time when they had
it's about when it was in a pandemic.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was still high, but he just landed fully on Seth Rollins on the table. This one, woo.
I be wondering how much they be paying him. I was like, hey man, I'll give you extra 500 if you do this spot for me.
I ain't doing that for an extra 500. You better give me an extra 5 G's.
Hey, you got people out here doing way more for $15 in a hot dog at the
People are
concession
not
stand.
smart people.
Man,
A glizzy at the concession stand, $15 doing a Phoenix splash out the top of the darn ceiling.
I'm good.
yeah.
They had to pay me extra money to get.
Hey, and then missed the whole thing.
And missed the
Whole thing.
The whole thing for
The one where
$15 in a glizzy.
The one where the guy landed, I think, on his back on the side and hit the chair. I said, "Oh my gosh! Like,
Yeah.
this is where we at nowadays. Don't try this at home."
Bro, the Blue Thunder bomb on the pile of chairs also. That was
brutal. I don't know how Finn's back was lit.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, Finn's been taking a lot of bumps this last few years that he can't. I mean, hey, you know, he's older, but
hey, well, it's worth it now.
Yeah, hey, they got silver, gold, and purple. You know, if you don't catch that reference, you'll catch it in a little bit. But the Judgment Day is dripped out right now. Definitely.
Yeah.
This time, hold on. This time, the briefcase actually came in Finn's favor.
Dirty Dominic Mysterio coming through Kobe Bryant clutch in the fourth quarter with 8 seconds left, as usual.
Came dink.
Bean. Nah, I'm kidding.
Bean.
He was off the bean.
Yeah. Look, all right, Perk angle.
All right.
Off the bean.
No.
Bro, why does
I thought it was Braun Breaker.
I'm not gonna say. I looked up for a second. I'm watching the Kansas City and Detroit game, and I swear I thought I saw Stone Cold interviewing, but it was just the Lions coach.
That's the coach, man.
Coach. I was like, what is Stone Cold doing at the game?
He does a little bit.
He had neck veins and all. Like, bro, okay. He's chewing the gum hard. Like, I swear I thought that was Austin.
That's because he know he's finna get fired after this game.
They actually look okay. They look decent.
They like him.
They like him. This might give him another couple of weeks, especially considering, you know,
a couple of weeks. This man didn't say months. This man said weeks.
Weeks.
Who is that? That's not the last Lions coach I remember. He knew this year.
No, he's been there.
Really?
Yeah, he's been there for what?
I think three. I think it's his third year.
Oh my God.
Then where's Matt Patricia?
I don't know.
He was with the Lions, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Where's Matt Patricia at? Matt Patricia's in.
Did he go back to New England?
Philly. He's in Philly.
Yeah, but when did he get let go from Detroit? Is not yet.
Oh, that I don't know because it's
3 years ago.
I was it's been a while.
4 years ago, he was trash.
He was.
I think if I'm not mistaken, he just got indicted on a charge though. I ain't gonna say what charge it is, but he was indicted on a charge like some years ago that nobody kind of was coming. I think it's like from 1996. It was an assault charge. Not gonna go into the nature of the assault, but you know, hey, y'all can allude to what that is.
Statute of limitation ain't run out.
Yeah, look,
law's a law.
But
that boy is limping.
Shout out to the Judgment Day. They have definitely come in and taken back over their spot necessary to be considered the best stable in the company. Now the Bloodlines no more. I know there was a lot of people worried about Judgment Day being oversaturated, but hey, guess what? Look at them now. They dripped in gold and silver, and they look like a force again.
Yes.
The addition of JD McDonough, they look like a force again.
Yeah.
Rhea slayed the beast of Raquel.
Really? Did she?
I mean,
is that anything worth slaying?
That was Rhea's. That was, to be fair though, that was
Rhea's
Raquel's
toughness,
best
confident. Yeah.
That was Raquel's best showing. I got y'all, and y'all know I'm not.
Except for that look, that running power slam. That was crap. That was horrible.
That clothesline she let off though was
yeah.
She let off. I mean, I'm down because I know we're gonna get one more. I'm down for it. But after this, I don't know where they go. I don't know why they gave us this early unless we're going to end up getting the Bianca and Rhea at WrestleMania. Because I don't know where else you can go.
Liv Morgan.
I'm saying what the belt's supposed to just lay dormant for like 6 months.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and we've already seen Zelina. Unless we're gonna get some call ups from NXT, unless we're gonna get some NXT call ups, I just don't see where unless they're gonna feed her Michin.
Or are
they building up Zoe Stark? Are they gonna try to build up Zoe?
I can see Zoe Stark, but and maybe we get Thing back.
I don't know. I think it was Starks. Like they're gonna try to run that her and Baszler.
They're gonna run that for the rest of the year.
Yeah, they're gonna run that. You're looking at them probably going for the tag titles.
Poor Shayna. I know Shayna's so tag champ.
Poor Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green.
Bro, Chelsea got mashed on Monday night, dog. Like
that clothesline was.
Yo, Raquel mashed her, and now my thing is like,
ooh,
y'all built her up to be the tag champ, and y'all have a storyline centered about her having her, and then she just goes out there and gets washed.
And then Piper Niven is injured.
He's on the pup list.
Yeah. Unable to perform.
Congratulations to Mr. Grand Slam champion Finn Balor.
Yes, this was his Grand Slam moment, ain't it?
Yes,
yeah.
I don't know why I don't remember him ever being U.S. champ though. Like I can't. Like I've been over here racking my brain trying to remember who he beat.
So he got it in that run when he came back to. I think when he was back on Raw after the whole Roman joint when he got traded to Raw. And I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so he still had the ugly belt. He still had the flag belt, not the one we got now, but the ugly flag.
No, he had the new.
He had the new one.
Yeah, he had the bowl. You remember he won it and then he lost it quickly. I think Bobby. I can't remember. Bobby beat him.
I do not remember him being U.S. champ.
You got that joint from last
year. It was a cup of coffee. It was a cup of coffee. Reign. Let me go look.
Yeah, it was like a 2-week reign because this one Vince was still in.
Oh dang! Well, okay, never mind. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think Damien just lost it.
Did Finn beat he beat Damian Priest? I think
he did. Yeah,
is that it?
Yeah, he beat Damian Priest for the belt.
This one he was
did.
still.
Yes, he did. Yeah. No, y'all are right. And then he lost to the Theory.
Yeah.
He was only champ for 49 days. That's why. And he won it in Columbus, Ohio on Raw. That's why I don't remember. That's why. Okay. That makes all the sense in the world. Like, yeah.
Cup of coffee, man.
Cup of coffee. 49 days, dog. Like.
I mean, that's better than 1 day, maybe less than 1 day as Universal Champion.
Oh.
Too soon.
We
no, sorry. I mean, we're just giving straight facts.
Facts. That is true. Facts.
I mean, it was and then did it again for 10 years.
But no, that was that tag match definitely did what it needed to do to establish Judgment Day. We got KO and Sammy away from the belts. This has been their most lackluster anything since they've been in WWE together. The build up to WrestleMania was great.
Yeah.
And after it was like this instantly drug.
Do you feel like it instantly drug? Like
immediately.
Immediately after they won, it just inflated.
Immediately. Like, and it's crazy because I remember being a part of the silent minority. Like, Sammy does not need to beat Roman. Go ahead and put him with KO and let them win the belts. But I also said it needs to be a short run and they need to get mashed. And then we got a long run and they lost by shenanigans. So it's like
they never got mashed.
They lost. That's all. They can't be choosers. They lost. So I'm gonna just accept it and
who was they gonna get mashed by?
That's the issue. We don't have, and that's why I was saying I'm all for like a Von Wagner and Baron Corbin were going to get on the Von Wagner thing later because Tuesday night was
attempted murder.
woo. But I'm all for teams like that. If AOP comes back,
Indus-Shear,
if
Indus-Shear
gets
smash them.
built, I'm all for it. And I use them on 2K as a team. I'm all for Omos and Dabakato. Like, if you're not going to use your bigs, put them together and make them dominant. Like, y'all remember when Big Show and Kane was tag champs?
And won't nobody
They should have pushed Veer to. I remember when they started pushing Veer.
How many times? How long was Veer?
Bro, that like, look, Veer is coming to Raw. Veer came to Raw, marked a little something, and then
a little something. They gave him the tiniest job as they could weekly.
Oh, that was when he was messing people's cervix up every week.
Yeah. And he said F them kids.
Their cervical spines, not their cervix, because I don't want to know if he's out here messing up cervixes. I'm good on that.
What was it? Cervical what?
Their cervical spine.
Cervical spine. Cervical spine.
Yeah, I'm good on knowing, like you said, I don't want to know what happens when he's not on my television. I don't even know that.
It ain't that personal, baby.
I'm not
just business.
But yeah, I'm all for because I grew up in the era of big men tag teams. Big meaty men slapping meat. Demolition, the Road Warriors. I mean, I hate I started with Demolition. What's wrong with me?
Yeah,
that was terrible. Harlem Heat.
You had the Warlord and the Barbarian.
The Warlord and the Barbarian. Ming and Barbarian as the faces of fears in WCW.
Yeah.
Like the Towers of Terror, the Skyscrapers.
Skyscrapers, man.
We grew up, natural disaster, typhoon and earthquake. Like we grew up
Nash and Hall.
Nat Hall and Nash. You got Akeem and the Big Boss Man. Like we had so many
Akeem the Happy Dream.
Dudley Boys.
Men. We had so many big meaty men slapping meat back in the day as a team that it was like, when you would see a Rockers, of course, that's how you're gonna get behind the Rockers because there's no way in the world they should be able to beat this,
the Rock and Roll Express.
You know what I mean? Like it's there. So I'm okay with, but at the same time, we know Vince is in charge, and we know Vince hates tag team wrestling.
He does, because that's why he hasn't split up the belts.
That's why.
That makes sense.
The man said, "My back. What is it? My neck or my back? What's wrong with him? His neck, his back,
all of
his
it.
Back, all of
his whole body,
his neck and his back."
Cody Rhodes on the Grayson Waller show, or excuse me, Grayson Waller effect. Hey, that pop was crazy. Look, adrenaline in my soul.
Something, Cody Rhodes
is it's probably not, slam me if I'm wrong, but is Cody's song getting over more than he is?
So, okay, that is a very
Glorious with Bobby Roode.
I was about to say, you got Glorious with Bobby Roode, you got Shinsuke's song, and you got Seth. Because let's be honest, they sing along with Seth just to sing along with Seth. They don't. Yeah. We're tired. Seth's run has run the exact same course, and it's not even been as long, but it's run the exact same course as KO and Sammy. It's time to put that to rest as well, which I thought was going to happen.
Needs to become a reality.
Yeah. Listen, if that back is really that messed up, he could have lost Sunday and or Saturday, and I'd have been fine. Yeah, I'd have been fine. Cody's thing. So it's crazy because in the what's the best way to explain this? If we look at it in a vacuum, yes, his song is more over than he is. But if we look at it and we think about the fact that he's carried the woe since the dashing days. Whoa! You're really smoking me. That's my thing, bro. But if we look at Kingdom, he carried Kingdom with him his entire indie run. Yeah. He took it to Impact. He took it to Ring of Honor. He used it in New Japan. He used it in Defy. He used it in What Culture Wrestling. Anywhere he went, so it's just the woe just took a while to catch on, even though
it didn't catch on.
That was really easy. It didn't catch on until
they wasn't vibing with it. But once we called it, it was
once he came home, it was like we like little stuff like that. Let's do that. But like he was doing the woe, and he was even posing at the woe in AEW, but they still weren't catching on with it. So in a vacuum, yes, but to hashtag real fans, we know that song has been there for.
Yeah, it's went.
How long was that indie run? 20 what? We'll say he started that run in what, 2017?
2017.
So about 7 years.
So about almost 7 years. So no, I think the song and him are on equal footing now, especially being.
Hey, it's getting kind of quiet for those Jericho addicts, you know.
Dog, I mean, the Judas in my mind is not hitting the way it once was.
Look, people off beat, lyrics not
but
right.
To be fair though, is that something that was oversaturated? Putting the lyrics on the screen, utilizing the song in stories, him performing the song, like, is that something that became too much of a good thing and now it's just like, all right, we're tired of this?
Well, I think the performing joint too. I think that was mainly the cause of it.
That was terrible.
That's probably the difference, because Cody is just like, I have my song. Jericho is like, listen to my
song.
Yeah.
Well, even then when he started JSS, that
Jericho Appreciation Society.
Yeah, he was pretty much telling people, I don't want you singing my song, and they weren't singing along to the song for a while.
That kind of thing don't work. They was gonna sing along to it.
Dang.
Touchdown Lions, pick 6, housed it.
All right, Pat.
All right, we got a game now. We got it. Like I said, this game will get him a few more weeks if the defense can continue. Boy, they look sad in Kansas City right now.
That was Detective Pikachu. You saw him.
I mean, but looking at it, but you know what though, and I remember when the song Jumped the Shark, and that was during the MJF, the trials of MJF, when one of the stipulations of the match was he wasn't allowed to use the theme song to come to the ring, so the fans had to sing it, and they put the song on the Titantron, the lyrics, so they could sing him to the ring. I was like, okay, this is beyond, no pun intended, but it's beyond this point now. Like, okay.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I remember when he came out, you know, first Double or Nothing, the first one. You know, he came out to that theme, but nobody was really singing except for the dude behind me. He knew the whole song. But it didn't really take off until they was on that cruise.
Oh, the big sausage party, is he?
Yeah.
You know,
that's when it took off. You know what I mean?
Wrestling on the water, baby.
But now it's kind of like,
you know what though? I actually, if
you want to go,
I would want to go if Shanda went with me. Like, I'm not trying to go be on a big sausage party. Like, I'm just not. That's really it's
nothing but hard ankles. Nothing but hard ankles on there.
That's it. But if this was gonna be a cruise and we were enjoying it, and then I got some wrestling, because I'm not gonna be there every night. They're wrestling. I'm not doing all that. But you know, I would go then. Like if this was, we all took our ladies, I would go. But if this was like a hey guys trip, we're going into Jericho.
My ladies not going.
I don't want to see Jericho do a lion salt that ain't got the lion in it no more.
It ain't got the lion. He doing a cub salt now. It's just like
a cub salt.
Cup salt. I mean, because that's what it is, bro. He don't get no spring off that rope no more. That rope,
he really don't though.
He gave his last spring against Will Ospreay. That's it.
That's it. That last jump against, that's it.
Yo, he be hitting that rope. That rope be like,
that rope be like, and when I came down, oh man.
I just want to throw it back real quick because you was talking about Cody's blow.
Pause. You said you want to throw it back.
Run up in it like a crash dummy. Bend it over, touch your toes.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
20. Look.
I want to revert.
All right.
Yeah. Change those words a little bit. I'm sorry.
Look, once again, I don't want to know what you do off the camera, TJ. I don't want to know.
No, don't worry about it.
I hate to see what you look. Not him on the steals.
Don't worry about it.
Look, you get like that off the steals? Man, God bless you.
Off the steals?
Oh no, off the steals.
No, he's like that off the beam.
Look, whatever. And I want to point out that the reel you put out says I'm a genius when I really said I'm from Virginia.
Oh wow. So the caption caught I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't catch that.
Go back and watch. All y'all fans, go back and watch it too. But yeah, no, you know what I think Cody's best theme was aside from Kingdom? It was the broken Cody.
The broken Cody when they slowed it down.
I mean, the woe was still there.
Yeah, the woe is still there.
Wow.
When he was coming out,
was just gangster. That whole character was just gangster.
It was that was
gangster.
That was an amazing stretch for him, though. Creatively, that was
he
like
reinvented himself
twice in the span of like a couple months because he didn't get a long dashing run, and he definitely didn't get a long. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, he got a long Stardust run though. But that's neither here nor there. Who is Stardust?
No, you don't. I don't even know who Stardust. How about that?
I ain't gonna lie, that theme, I like that theme though.
Which one? The Stardust theme?
Yeah, when him and Goldust will come out.
Yeah. We already covered Rhea retaining. There's really nothing to talk about on that. I hate that they gave them 17 minutes. That was
too much.
Unnecessary. But I guess you kind of have to after you gave Trish and Zoe 20 just for equality all across. You got to give them some time too.
And then by the way, go ahead.
And by the way, I know I'm gonna bring people to the podcast on this one. For all the AEW fans out there, you can't have 2 women's wrestling matches.
And they go over 10 minutes. Just throwing it out there.
Oh.
Just to throw it out there. # Tony Khan.
Get something right, buddy. Hey,
but give women a chance.
Rhea needed the match anyway because how much the title has not been defended on pay-per-views at all.
I saw the main complaint. Like her 5th opponent, and she's had the belt like 170 days.
Anytime I can hear
it doesn't feel like it.
Anytime I can hear her theme song, I'm happy.
Yeah.
That makes 2 of y'all.
But
I swear I thought he was about to come in there with it.
I like her theme song, but you know what I hate hearing? Natalya coming out now against her.
Yeah.
Because we already know it's an instant squash.
She been in there for years working.
I feel bad for Natty.
I do, but I don't. Natty is at that point where
she should just be doing handshakes and getting clothesline and
that's it. And kissing babies. She should already be the ambassador. She should already be like the ambassador of the women's division in the world. Like she should already. Oh yeah, Rhea's had the belt for 159 days.
I was close.
No, you actually were. That was actually not a bad estimate at all.
Great job, buddy.
Thank you.
The Steelers haven't got to you yet.
They're not yet.
I think the reason why Trick or Trace said, it doesn't seem that she's had it that long. I think the reason why we haven't realized that she's had it that long because everything that she's doing right now is just phenomenal.
It is. She's the heart and soul of Judgment Day.
And when you have someone doing something phenomenal, you don't even think about their reign. You're just thinking about what they're gonna do the next week.
But see, when you're a hater such as myself, you do look at that.
Because you're a big hater.
And that's okay. That's okay, man. Look.
And I'm not saying.
Look, from a personal experience with Cody Rhodes, man, there's gonna come a time where you just gotta let that S go.
One day,
let it go, bro.
Because the get back is gonna come.
When her comeuppance comes, because she ain't got it yet.
So
she ain't. No,
a man is gonna mollywop her.
It's gonna have to be like how they did Nia Jax in the Royal Rumble. She gonna have to eat like 3 finishers back to back.
It's gonna be ugly.
I don't even need
it's
that.
Gonna be ugly.
To be honest with you, I don't even need that to happen. She's been beating up on a lot of men and everything. Whatever. She's serving that place. But if a woman came out of somewhere and just bust her behind one time, I'm happy.
It's gotta be Nia Jax. It's gotta be.
I'm asked her that interview, and she said that, I'm gonna get my payback.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she's the last one left now, unless we go off the rip. Now if we go off the
script,
and we bring in a virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo or something like that, then I'm all for it then. But it's gonna have to be somebody as physically imposing, and the only people out there, maybe a Lady Frost, but I don't see WWE signing her.
No.
You got Awesome Kong.
Lady Frost at?
So she's traveling right now. She's Impact. She's all over.
all over the place.
It's going
Naomi?
to be.
The
You said
glow.
what?
Say, get Jordan Grace.
She's too short.
Okay.
She's so now, and that's the thing. You want a
But she
David
big
versus
as all
Goliath
get
match
out,
stuff?
though.
You want a David versus Goliath match? That would be what that is. Like it have to be. They'd have to build her up specifically for that one thing, and I just can't see. You know, it would be.
But Jordan is David.
It would be Tessa Blanchard, but you know, she's wrestling Moose in a bunkhouse brawl, you know, in front of 8 people
At
behind,
Casa Fiesta.
yeah.
The nachos and cheese and chili on the side.
Look, and you know it's bad when they got the mat covered in trash bags. They just like the mat is layered and lined in trash bags. Like,
yeah,
Moose versus Tessa Blanchard. You know,
oh my God,
that is. Hey, nah. In the words of Tony Schiavone, that'll put some butts in seats.
Look, you didn't just sold 300,000 tickets to that show.
Just to that show off the rip.
man.
That's and that'll put butts in seats.
That is But Rhea's got to now, and of course, you know, you can always run back an Asuka eventually. You can do.
See, that's what I wanted from jump, though. That's what
Bianca,
I want,
man.
Like, imagine
it's Bianca. It's
Bianca.
like we're at that point now, like how it was with Sasha and Bayley. Like when Bayley was running roughshod and just we knew it was gonna be Sasha. That's where we're at now. The only person that can stand up to Rhea, because she beat and still in contention for match of the year, she beat Charlotte at Mania. Like Charlotte was the only person that would have been like, oh, okay, never mind, you're not running through this. It's Bianca.
I got the perfect way to make that happen.
Okay, what you got?
This is armchair booking right here. But you know who on the come up, right? The Prophets and Lashley. They're coming up.
Bring her in turn.
They're already on
one thing. The one thing I've always wanted is for that all-male faction to have a woman to deal with her. And so, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say they beefing one day on a Raw or something like that. And then what the girl name is? Rhea step in the way she always do. Blah, 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 blah. I'll kick your ass. Blah, 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 blah. And Lashley just look at it and say, I got something for you.
And then you get Bianca. That's when she comes back. I'm with that. But unfortunately, that is not a match you have before WrestleMania. That's the issue.
Bianca will be going a little bit anyway, right?
Yeah, or you tease it at Survivor Series.
How do we tease it in November and stretch it till April? Though is the question. That's the only that's my only beef.
Oh.
We know they can do it, but for that matchup, because now you have to give Rhea people along the entire way, and you have to give Bianca people too to keep her built so that when they finally match, it's like, you know, the irresistible force meets the immovable object type thing. There's not,
because I don't even know what they're gonna do with Io Sky since God dog. I don't even.
And
know.
Where's Kyrie Sane? Thought she came back. Ain't seen her yet.
I guess she waiting. She waiting on Survivor Series.
This is why Mandy Rose was gonna be great, because they could have held off putting the belt.
Mandy Rose versus Rhea would have been great.
It would have been great.
So, do we have Bianca winning the Rumble?
Is it early? Is it long enough to have a 2-time winner? Have we had enough?
Like 6?
Does Bianca really need it?
That was my first thought.
Well, so okay, question: Did Stone Cold need the 3rd Rumble win?
No, he didn't.
You know what I mean? He didn't need it.
But it's Stone Cold.
I mean, but let's be honest. Okay, you know what? Let's take that back, because y'all know, if y'all followed us from the beginning, #RealFans, we do not say that Rhea and Bianca are Rock and Austin. We say they're Cena and Batista. Did Cena need a 2nd Rumble win, or did Batista need a 2nd Rumble win?
Batista definitely did not need that 2nd.
He really didn't, because they turned on that. They turned on it when they announced that he was coming back. They was like, y'all really about to bring him back to win the Rumble?
Because that led into WrestleMania 30, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, he needs that.
With the whole Daniel Bryan and Randy,
WrestleMania. Which, hey, of course,
2 matches in one night.
It got us to where we needed to get. I love the pivot, but
it's a wasted freaking spot.
It's wasted spots, man. But that's what I'm saying.
Just for you to
have such a
retire.
deep, for them to have such a deep women's roster, it's like
It's hard because you don't know, like, would you put because they're not really doing much with Bailey? Would you give Bailey the Rumble win?
I could give Bailey a Rumble win. Okay, I'd be okay with Bailey getting a Rumble win.
But she not having. She ain't got a Rumble.
No, she don't have a Rumble yet.
She need that. Well,
It's been Asuka, Charlotte, Becky, Bianca, Rhea.
So there's only been 5 women.
And if Sasha came back, give it to Sasha. But that's fantasy booking.
So you know what though? I'm gonna hit you with your own question. What she needed, doing what she's doing now, becoming who she's become, what she needed. You can bring her back
to highlight. Well, what she needed, no, but to set, but slow down.
Take 2.
Slow down. All right, for her
slow down. I just
boy, shut up.
I was about to get a whole salute just now, like
look, for her to reset herself within the company and go after whoever is the WWE Women's Champion.
I'd love to see her and Io. I'd love to see her.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
But we'll have to see how she keep up with the pace because we see how her pacing is over there now. So,
main event time.
The main events. Well, no, actually, no.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
We didn't touch on the Grayson Waller effect.
We were talking about the Grayson Waller effect. We just got all off because that's what happens. Jey Uso is the newest member of Raw.
I think the setup was great.
The setup was great.
Grayson talks so much crap, and I love it. Him as a heel, I don't think you turn him face. I know people say they want to see him in theory together. They would be great together.
So you know what? And we'll get onto that. We'll get onto that part too. We'll get onto that because I think I like that pair up. I like that. I
do. But I think
can Grayson get theory the heel he's missing?
Probably.
I think so. Because Grayson gives all very obnoxious. I don't care what you like. Just telling you what you think, or like, hey, we're not here for that. What do you want to? Yeah, we're not doing that.
He was cringy at in the beginning. I mean, of course, it's going to take everybody some time to get acclimated to get adjusted. I've been told not to use as many SAT words on the pod.
The word of the day is
acclimated.
I know what it meant. I didn't even take the SAT.
Of course, there's a growing pain from developmental to the main roster. We saw it with LA Knight. We saw it with Grayson. I mean, we've seen it with everybody. 4 Horsewomen. We've just seen it. But
what did you point at?
Me. Pointing to.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I was pointing TJ. I'm sorry, Mr. Two.
I was like, "Oh wait, what?"
Blackout got it.
Yeah, y'all unnecessary.
Y'all over there keeping secrets.
Secrets don't make friends.
They don't.
It don't.
It ruins friendships.
It does, but I know we said Grayson is one of those, and we're not because I want to make sure I want to give. I don't want to put too much on. I don't want to put too much on him too soon. But is he the possibility for this generation's next big heel in terms of like not dominant, ridiculous heel, but this term's Miz can go in the ring. Doesn't necessarily do the best in the ring. He's a lot more athletic than Miz ever was. But he's great on mic. Yeah. Is this going to be Grayson's role? Is he our next Miz?
I think so. I think he'll have some success. Definitely mid-card. I can see him as a champion. He can talk it on the mic. Got a good in-ring work move set. Just gonna have to figure out about that rolling stunner. That's it.
Because you can't set up all the time. You're not always gonna be outside the ring.
It's clean when he hit it, but you ain't gonna be able to hit it every.
It's great in a tag team setting anytime because you can just tag him. He can step off the apron, roll in, bang. I'm surprised I think have 2 people using the stunner at the same time, though.
But I think his matches his matches tell you, regardless, that he's going to be a star. He's already had a face to face with John Cena. He's had a face to face with Cody Rhodes. He had a face to face with Bailey or Damage Control, Charlotte. He's been paired with a lot of great minds in the business. Had a match against Edge and got the rub from Edge, and then decided to say, "Oh, well, who can get the Grayson Waller rub?" Which it makes turn into his own thing.
It might turn into a thing. I'm fine with that. Like, give this guy all the room he needs to sink or swim.
Right.
He has a bright future. Cody is Cody. We know that. I'm glad they figured out a way to work him into a B-level pay-per-view without having to give him a throwaway match. Love it.
Right.
I love the I hope I'm not making a mistake. I hope I don't come back and regret this. I love that because we know the history of the bloodline with Cody. Jay got this.
This joint is fire.
It's over. Better theme song, him or Jimmy?
Yeah.
I would say him.
Really?
I don't know. I like the.
I like Jim's. I don't know why. I love Jimmy's. I love Jimmy's.
Well, because it got that It has that Roman start off. It got a
feel
Roman.
Like that might be what it is. I think that might be what it is.
That and then his lyrics are hard with it too.
But see, I don't like the repetitive. It's just me, Oos. Like, this was the time to bring back in the "It's not paranoia." It's Jay Uso. Like, they had some lines in their song that he should have brought back over as well.
Well, I just think that it just, for him, it just captivates with the crowd. And then to me, so say if they reverse, or if Jay was supposed to get a hard to beat song, I don't think you could hit the wave like how he was hitting. He still got the same beat.
Because the fans still haven't caught on to this with Bobby Lashley yet. I don't
understand. They have a little bit. Not everybody.
But where's I want the sea of fans doing that. Like, we've been doing that for 2 years now. Where y'all at?
Everybody around us been looking like just confused.
And Lashley is doing it, and he's hitting and then it just segue. WrestleCade is definitely a must this year. The Lucha Brothers have been announced.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. Look, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's definitely a must.
That's nice.
But I love the segment. I love getting Grayson on there. I love getting Cody on there. I love featuring Jay. It was a good spot.
So do you feel like did you mind the turnaround, like how it was so quick?
No, it didn't need to be a long drawn out. So okay, him leaving did not need to be long drawn. I would have been cool with it and saving it until a couple of weeks before Survivor Series, because now, like we said a couple of weeks ago, you can have the Jay versus Jimmy War Games match. You can do it now. Now that he's an official member of Raw, KO and Sammy have nothing to do. Sammy and Jay have come back together again. Jimmy is still bloodline. I'm not gonna judge it until we get. I've learned when it comes to this bloodline story, do not try.
Let it play out.
Just let it play out. Just let it play out.
Don't try to understand it. Play it out. Let it play out.
Just let it play out. I've seen a lot of people complain, "Oh man, it's just lost me." And if this lost you and you've already been doing this for 3 years now, then hey, you're
good run.
You're a hashtag fickle. That's it. So
fickle.
I loved them doing it. I'm okay with it being a couple of weeks. Like I said, I would have preferred it probably go through, maybe have him return at Superstar Spectacle. But other than that, there wasn't going to be a time in this stretch of the year where he could come back and it wasn't going to seem fast. Because like he said, I've only been gone 2 or 3 weeks. Like, he came out his own mouth and said that, like,
The deuces, until next month.
He wanted to get away. He wanted to get out the summer heat. That's all. He said some of them arenas ain't got AC, so he just wanted to wait until it cooled off a little bit.
That at all. Go hang at the house with the wife and kids for a couple weeks.
Yeah, hey, I ain't mad at it. I would listen.
And dog shit.
I ain't mad at it. But main event time, and we're gonna talk and then go, because Shinsuke's best performance in a while.
Yeah.
Standard run-of-the-mill Seth Rollins stuff. Great selling of the injury. Did not like the finish.
Yeah.
Wanted Shinsuke to go over.
Yeah.
Did not like that we didn't get a cash-in tease.
Yeah, because it was all there
And also did not like that we got an attack after
the
the
fact.
show goes off.
Oh yeah.
Like, you should have, if you weren't going to do the cash in, you should have done the attack right then and there.
Exactly.
I'm like, because it just, and Trips knew what he was doing. It's like the tease, the camera angles, Seth on one knee, looking out of breath. That would have been the perfect freaking time. And you talk about Judgment Day with all the mother flipping gold.
All of it.
And even then, I feel like it makes it even more compelling. Even if they don't do the swap with the briefcase joint, it makes it more compelling to see tag champs of Damian and Finn, but then you get to see the jealousy aspect of like, oh yeah, we tag champs, but you the world heavyweight champion. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm down to give it some time and see what happens.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've learned, do not try and book the bloodline. Just sit back and enjoy it. And if you can't enjoy it, thank you for leaving more room for us. But like I said, the match, great. Like I said, I don't know what it is about Seth, but even with the Finn thing, it's time. Like I have yet to be blown away by a Seth Rollins match lately. Like, oh my gosh, like it just hasn't happened in a while for me. I don't know if I don't like his style. I don't know if I've seen so many matches that I know everything that he has. I think he's just wrestled too much in the course of his career.
You're out, Seth.
He was in Ring of Honor. I'm out, Seth. Because when he was in Ring of Honor, Tyler Black wrestled all the time. When he was in NXT, Seth Rollins wrestled all the time.
Yeah.
And then the Architect of the Shield wrestled all the time. And then the Authority Seth wrestled all the time. And then the
Monday Night Messiah
wrestled all the time. What was also the Beast Slayer wrestled all the time. And Triple H, the King Slayer, wrestled all the time. Like, even when he was injured. The only time I ever got a break from Seth was the knee injury, and that was only like 6 or 7 months. And then he came back. Like, I'm just not. I'm out Seth Rollins right now.
It's sort of like his character changes, but his matches don't.
Yeah.
You know, and now
doing flippy
changes every week.
Yeah.
You know, he
comes does flippy-ish even when he's heel. He's still like in the pedigree. I've seen everything that he has in his repertoire. I've seen the blackout. I've seen the super kicks. I've seen the frog splashes. I've seen that horrible Phoenix splash that he attempts. Like, I've seen everything he has. And yeah, he has the worst Phoenix splash on the planet to me. I can't stand any time.
I mean, he just throws a lot of weight.
That's it. Like Nathan Frazier's clean, but
speaking of Nathan Frazier, did you see how his neck got caught?
Hey,
Jesus.
Hey. We're gonna get
another murder.
We're gonna get into NXT because NXT was bringing some heat this week. But in terms of Payback, I give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
I give it a 7 out of 10.
6.
The cage match was phenomenal. I didn't get to talk about it earlier. The cage match was phenomenal. Great job to both of them. That was the everybody be quiet match of the night. Like, y'all talk all this stuff about everything. That's why they saved it for a pay-per-view. That match was definitely pay-per-view worthy. Love that. John Cena officially passed the torch to LA Knight. Loved it. Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. And he signed that 5-year deal. He's the number 1 babyface on SmackDown. He's like, love everything about what's happening for LA Knight right now. See big things in his future. And yeah, I'm done with Payback. You know, if y'all want to continue,
we're good. Moving on.
Moving on to All Out. If y'all want to breeze through, we can. If y'all want to stop, we can. Me personally, I was already so wrestlinged out.
Yeah.
By the time All Out came, that it was just like
it was too much going on anyway with the whole CM Punk's, fiasco that we got.
Once again,
check out our last episode that we dropped.
Fall from Grace. Check it out if you want to know what we think about Punk, because we're not going to spend more time on this. We've already given him enough time. Wrestling has given him enough time. Let's look. Yes. Let's just go ahead and move forward.
CM Punk is all done. Okay.
All done.
Well done.
Adam Page won the over budget charity battle royal.
Is that the real name of it?
That's actually the real name of it. He eliminated Brian Cage. Now they're starting a feud. He got cooked on the mic by Swerve. Love that. He got absolutely flame broiled, roasted, mixed up the James Harden little beat ingredients, throw it on the griddle. Yes, the Angelo Dawkins,
Yeah.
all of
All
that.
that.
Chop suey, look, Gordon Ramsay knife, all of that. Swerve ate him up on the mic, and I loved it. Sheeta, Willow Nightingale, and Sky Blue beat Athena, Mercedes Martinez, and Diamante.
Mm-hmm.
Typical 8-minute AEW women's match. Just stuff a bunch of women on it and don't give them 10 minutes.
Right.
The Acclaimed and Billy Gunn, I'm not calling him his other name, beat Jeff Jarrett, Satnam Singh, and Jay
Dude,
Lethal.
that
6-minute match. You could have just kept that.
yeah.
Daddy ass. Go ahead.
Like, you could have kept the scissoring. Better Than You, Baby defeats the Dark Order. Definitely a better match than I thought was going to be. John Silver can go.
Yes, he can.
Reynolds is kind of, he's there. He's a body.
Yeah.
He's a hand, but John Silver can go. Samoa Joe beat Shane Taylor in a 6-minute match.
Yeah.
I was wanting to see that one too. I ain't seen it because
I didn't.
Surprise of the night.
Hey, one thing.
Luchasaurus beat Darby Allin. Surprise of the night.
He did. And I thank you.
And
I'm so happy.
that was the surprise for me.
Because I did not want to see another.
Because I still need the Menace. The Menace
Oh,
is
yes,
on the loose.
absolutely.
The
And
Menace
he
is
came
on
out-
the loose.
And he came out on Dynamite last night when Nick Wayne and Darby Allin were wrestling, and it was just like,
Oh, he was talking that.
Miro and Powerhouse Hobbs got 15 minutes, and it seemed like Miro dragged Hobbs to that match. Like, he carried and held up and just everything that match. Unfortunately, this did not make Hobbs look any better. It didn't really do anything for Miro either.
Yeah.
It was just one of those big meaty men slapping meat matches on a card.
Lana came out.
Lana came
Did
out.
y'all see her?
And-
Oh
and I
my
don't-
God.
But I don't understand where they're going with that, and I genuinely don't think I care.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like,
ugh.
she came out and Miro looked at her and then left her in the middle of the ring. Like,
What is going on here?
Bryan Danielson and Ricky Starks.
Match of the
The
night?
disqualification strap match.
Brian.
Yeah.
Strap.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of Ricky the Dragon investment there. Got a little bit of that. Love that. Danielson looks as healthy as possible, and then you listen to the scrum, and he's like, I didn't throw a strike with that hole with my arm the entire time.
Yep.
You don't realize that's how great he is in the ring. He didn't throw a strike with his broken arm the entire match.
What?
You don't realize it.
Best in the world.
Best in the world. Like, I have no issue. I have no issue calling a spade when it's a spade. And that guy is it. Like, I know y'all love Will Ospreay. I love Zack Sabre Jr. But Bryan Danielson is still showing that he is capable of carrying a promotion at this point in his career. Even when, he gets injured, hey, it is what it is. Definitely a superstar showing for Ricky Starks.
Mm-hmm.
Loved the effort there. You can tell that they have finally started to see what NWA saw in him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely nice to see. Like I said, he still won that throwaway Owen Hart belt, but whatever. Hopefully,
In the long run, good.
in the long run, good. Hopefully, this is going to go to give him those moments where, like we said, in the last episode, he should have been main eventing, but he isn't. But it was basically the main event of the night. Claudio and Wheeler Yuta beat
Wheeler
Kingston,
Yuta.
and Shibata. Typical New Japan meets AEW style mesh of match. Hard hitting. I don't know if I genuinely care about Claudio Castagnoli more than I cared about Cesaro at this point.
Yeah, I'm just kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of them went over there for a lot of hurry up and wait. Like,
yeah,
what the boy name is? Claudio, he got a lot of burn, but
Yeah, he's got
got a lot of burn. You know what I'm saying?
Tracy Private Eye.
Oh,
yeah. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Now you look like Donnell Jones. Where I want to be.
Where I want
Boy,
to
shut up.
To the left is baby girl a message saying I ain't even coming. I don't know words.
Well, now she about to get copyrighted.
Yeah.
No. So this is the thing. Claudio has that Ring of Honor title.
Okay.
Black called it. I do think that they're gonna put it on Eddie. It's gonna make me not care about it even more, though. And that has nothing to do with Eddie. It's just he's almost having that Rhea Ripley run where when it comes off of you, I'm just gonna be happy that it's off of you.
Right.
At this point, I don't even care about the Ring of Honor World title.
You know what? And I hate that I'm about to say this. At
Lord.
this point, I don't care about Ring of Honor.
Like
they haven't done much with it.
It was doing better without Tony Khan.
You know,
they haven't done
be
much.
Like, but he gave them a chance to be on the. Okay,
but it's not.
It's not Ring of Honor.
No, it's like WWE's version. It's like WWE's ECW. That's exactly what this reminds me.
That's what it is.
Child.
And Tony Khan is going to be known as the person that finally put Ring of Honor to rest.
Out of their misery.
Take them down, buddy. Put them to sleep.
On TV somewhere.
Hashtag Tony Khan.
30 minutes and 30 seconds. Konosuke Takeshita beats Kenny Omega by pinfall.
Konosuke Takeshita.
Love the match. Love the showing. Them V triggers are still lethal.
God.
But Takeshita is
bless it.
Hopefully AEW is realizing, and I said this I think 2 weeks ago, they're realizing that he is their Okada. They just have to give him time and nurture him, and they got to cultivate it. They can't just throw the title on him, or they can't just throw stuff at him just because he's a great Japanese talent. Right. But he is their Okada. If they, especially having him with Don Callis provides him the personality while he can be that stoic and stone-faced killer. Like, it works perfect. I love the dynamic. I'm not a big Don Callis fan. I did not like him with Omega. But I love him with Takeshita. Takeshita is coming about. He's coming into his own in a way that we haven't seen naturally since. And I'm trying to think of someone I can say, because I don't want to say Cena.
What about Kurt?
You choked him out.
Choked me out, bro. Kurt was the second name, but Kurt had the pedigree already. Like, we know Takeshi's a young boy. He's a young lion. But, you know, Kurt was an Olympic gold medalist. Side note, if you have not watched Angle on Peacock, you were missing out. Go watch Angle on Peacock.
I second that.
But guess what? Gabe Stevenson is a gold medalist.
Hey, and but he's also in these beginning stages of where Kurt was. Remember, Kurt's persona did not get over at first.
Right. But Kurt
took them a minute.
But he naturally
exactly. But also, we have to remember, Kurt was in UPW for a little while. Kurt was wrestling on small indie cards. Gable's only been at the development center.
Yeah.
It's different learning to wrestle in front of a crowd versus wrestling in front of your peers.
Yeah.
It's much different. So that's just like when they were talking about NXT needing to get back on basically the Chitlin circuit and getting them some touring spots under their legs, and now takeovers feel like takeover again.
Nick Wayne.
Yeah, I can give you a Nick Wayne. I can give you a Nick Wayne. I can do that. I'm fine with that. Just in terms of he has a following. He had a following before they're showcasing him, and now that they're showcasing him, they're going to give him some time to grow. And the only issue with him, and I say this in a good way, is where he is now, by the time he comes along, there's going to be about 4 or 5 other people that's going to come along with him. He's going to be in that Randy Orton, Batista, John Cena, Shelton Benjamin class where he's not going to be the only sole standout. So they have to make sure they do him right because he's going to be a bread and butter for them. But so is MJF.
Right.
You know, so is Orange Cassidy. So is Nick Wayne. You know, there's a lot of guys that's coming with him that they can't afford to have him lost in the shuffle. And by the time they come on in the next 3 to 5, Jay White is still going to be one of those guys on top. Adam Cole's still going to be one of those guys on top. MJF is still going to so they have to figure out where to do him. And this is why I was all for when they made Collision, split the roster. Y'all got a bloated roster. I'm okay with 2 world champs if not one of them is the real world champ. You know, make a Collision world title. There's nothing wrong with having. You don't have to have one world title to rule them all. This ain't Lord of the Rings. You know, one ring to rule them all. This ain't it. And when you have a roster like that, to where you can't cut people without trimming the roster down, but you can't utilize everybody at the same time. That's fine. Split it. Do a hardcore split, and let's go that way. But beating Kenny Omega at All Out is definitely. I mean, not if All Out was not as close to All In as it was, then it'd be even more. It'd mean more. But the fact that we had just literally seen Omega and them wrestle, and it loses a little bit of luster. But the fact that he won it, and it's not over yet.
Right. And he pinned him twice in a matter of 7 days.
Yeah, like that's a lot. That's a lot. You know, Omega don't lose like that. That's why Omega don't lose like that. I was surprised by Bullet Club Gold beating FTR and the Bucks. That is not what I was expecting. I'm happy about it. I love the finish because you still have to get it down there again. It's got to happen again. I love the fact that the Guns are being taken seriously now too, though.
Yeah,
like I love
our guys. Those are our guys.
Those are our guys. We rocked with them 2 years ago. We've been with the Guns. We've been with Colton and Austin since they was with Daddy. I rock. We rock the Iconics and the Carolina Wrestling Cartel. Stand by this. We have rocked with the Guns since before they started getting pushed. Aligning them with Jay White has been nothing but. I hate we didn't get the Mini-Men entrance though. I would have loved. You missed that, especially being in Chicago. Y'all could have gave them a Chief Keef don't like entrance or something.
Right.
But Tony already bought that song. He can use it as many times as you want. Okay?
You know what I mean? Tony got the money to pay 50. 50's out here making millions of dollars on tour right now. If you haven't seen The Last Lap, and if it's coming to a city near you, go see it. Great show.
50 Cent, sponsor us, please.
Please. I'll be an extra. Look, Tommy can shoot me. That's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. I ain't gotta have no lines. I can be that cat on the street. That cat just put me out.
He said Tommy can shoot me.
My uncle actually does makeup on this. He's the actual costume guy on the set. And I ask him all the time, can you get me on? He's like, no.
Yeah.
Hey,
of course.
Yeah, I'm like, can I just come on set? And no. Damn.
Sorry,
but
buddy.
yeah, no, it ain't even no sorry. It's like no, and then I don't get a text back for a month. But but I love Bullet Club Gold. I'm still not the biggest Juice Robinson fan, but hey, it is what it is. Not every stable's gonna have every member that you like. I didn't like Ric Flair and Evolution, so it is what it is. See, I was a Batista fan from the beginning. So it was and I hated Triple H, and because it started with Triple H and Ric Flair, Rick kind of just was I don't like you by association, and then I loved Randy Orton, so it was well, forget it.
Yeah,
I like the group as a whole because it was our generation's Four Horsemen the way it was supposed to be.
Past, present, future,
all that stuff. So I had
Rick was the J.J. Dillon.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
He should have been. There should have been another member.
There should have been another member
with what's his face.
because that fortune was unfortunate.
You know what? Fortune had the makings of something that could have been great. The fact that Daniels was hurt when they came and they had to go with Kazarian is what killed it from the beginning. Because and no disrespect to Kaz, but
and also, what's the name ended up getting that illness.
Oh, you talking about Nigel Wolf ended up getting
Nigel McGinn.
Was it the hepatitis?
Yeah.
I think so.
It was hepatitis. He ended up catching, and that's why he ended up retiring in ring.
Yeah.
So I hate that Fortune didn't get everything that they were supposed. Because I still remember when they turned on Immortal, and I was like, oh well, Fortune's a solo stable now. I'm happy with. I always hated that this was what they did though.
Yeah.
Like y'all could have paid Rick and Arn the rights to the 4.
Yeah.
This right here, the hold up the 4. This was a terrible look for y'all, bro. Like this ain't it. Bullet Club Gold they definitely have some momentum, and now that Jay White is the face of Collision, definitely interested in seeing what's gonna happen there. Would not be upset with him winning I wouldn't be upset with the Bullet Club Gold versus Blackpool Combat Club. And eventually getting a Jay White versus Moxley and Jay beating Moxley. That'll be a win. Okay. That'll be a big win for him to be able to establish some seriousness.
And get that international belt.
Get the international belt. Because don't nobody care about it.
True.
Not right now with Moxley holding it and going into the main event segue into that. That match.
Like we're so much on a high of Orange Cassidy having that belt. It's just kind of like
It's like Darby winning the TNT championship. I don't care that you're the international champ. Now, side note, shout out to this coming up week. AR Fox is gonna get a shot at Mox. I know he's not gonna win it, but anytime, like I said, anytime we can get a showcase or any type of anything with AR Fox on, Ron.
Yep.
Anytime that we can get a showcase for AR Fox, I'm fine. I don't care. I'd love to see him win. He's not beating Moxley, not without the moguls behind him. Like if he was still in the faction, this might be a much more interesting match. But like we said, there's possibly some heat there from him not being able to travel overseas and them having to switch up the card. We don't know, but that was an 18-minute just destruction of Orange Cassidy, which is fine. That's what you expect in a John Moxley versus Orange Cassidy match. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. Mox is a superstar. Orange Cassidy is an all-star. It's like Michael Jordan playing. It's like Michael Jordan playing one-on-one with T.J. Warren. Like T.J. Warren's a scorer. Like but you know what he does. He does what he does well and nothing else. But it's Mike. Not saying John Moxley is Michael Jordan. Please don't ever don't. Just in terms of how bad that match looked and went, he beat the dickens out of that boy. John Moxley, your new international champ. I give All Out. I give it a strong 5 out of 10. A lot of misses, a lot of whatever. But the highs were high, but the lows were lower than the highs, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, on the Monday Night Raw, because Raw.
There's a
reason why I am wearing this shirt.
I'm glad you saw it.
Give this man a Saturn Award, give him a Satellite Award, give him a SAG Award, give him an Oscar, a Daytime Emmy, a Primetime Emmy. Look, give him a Golden Globe, give him a Teen Choice Award, a Critics Award. Whatever you can give that man. Give The Miz his flowers because that
was
wow.
Hey, why is it that one of my homeboys he went to the show, right?
Oh, did he?
And he said, and I was like, man, I said, Cena played y'all, didn't he? He's like, he ain't played me, but he was like, man, but my daughter was mad as hell.
Really,
bro? Because like we like I remember when Kevin did it, for the Steve Austin joint.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, bro. But like that crowd popped so crazy.
They did.
And then, and you know what? It was funny about it. Stu doing the little camera angle, bro. He just going up,
dog,
like,
doing the camera, like.
I said, bro, come on. And then he gonna do the runs to the ring. I said, bro, are you serious?
Have you seen the video of them capturing him do all the stuff behind?
I didn't
my
see
God.
that.
So somebody in the crowd caught him doing all of his mannerisms and stuff. He sold it excellently. Does this make up for the zombie match?
Oh, most definitely.
That's how good this was.
This was Oscar worthy.
It really was.
Like, bro was not in the ring with anybody but John Cena.
Wow.
Like, bro was not just like, he sold everything, and the fact that he got LA Knight over in the whole shit as well, bro. I'm like, he said, no, I don't even want you to say yeah. The yeah chant is so over now.
It's over. It's over. I wish the fans would catch on though when he does the power slam and he hits the LA Knight and then he hits the ropes and drops the elbow. I wish fans would on the elbow drop. Like it just but that's just me nitpicking.
We're all nitpicky, you know.
Yeah, that's just me nitpicking. But that segment was phenomenal. Miz is getting those things that nobody else would probably want on the roster and delivering every time.
Right.
You know, the Bad Bunny thing, the Logan Paul thing, he's getting, every time you give Miz something that it seems like they're trying, it's almost like they trust him more than we trust them. They're like, we know Miz got us. Like, if nobody else got us, we know Miz got us.
Look, because he gonna bring you extravagant
effort.
He gonna bring you extravagant work every night.
Every time you put Miz in there to do something, he does it.
And don't complain.
No complaints. Jey Uso
that we know about, but he still makes it work as if he didn't complain.
I have not heard a bad thing about Miz in the backstage since he got back in good after the chicken crumbs over all of that. That's
I think my thing with that is that, I mean, he's grown up from that. He's seen what he's needed to see as far as growing up within that era. But don't get me wrong, we ain't gonna get into that. But understanding that the errors in the backstage area was completely different. So, I mean, I completely understand that.
No, I mean, I understand it. So it's definitely a thing. But he's he's a locker room leader. He's a vet now. Miz is one of those guys, and I love it because I've been a Miz fan since the OG Miz days when he had the hat like this.
There you go.
Coming out with the I love Miz.
My head is like a Sharks fan. That was a tribute.
Okay, all right, LL and Deep Blue Sea.
Now I'm saying,
shout out. I love Jay coming out giving us the promo to start. I love the story that they told with the promo off the rip. I love Sammy coming out, and I love them warning him that you got some enemies here.
I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies.
Exactly.
And Drew McIntyre comes and get the stare down, and then Riddle comes. Mr. Fun Loving, Mr.
It's coming. I think it might be for real coming this time. It might be coming.
No, it's coming. Is it a Riddle turn?
No, a Drew turn.
A Drew turn? Is Drew going to turn on Riddle?
You got to
turn on Riddle yet?
You got to, bro. Riddle just too different, man.
Randy to do it for years, and he did. Well, maybe not years, but he never did it. And then Randy got hurt. Riddle went and got another partner. No turn.
Because we were supposed to get Drew. We were supposed to get Riddle.
No turn.
I would have. So, but you know what though? I would have actually preferred Riddle to turn on Randy, because we know the Randy turn would have been predictable. And y'all already know episode 1. Predictable is good sometimes. It's okay. Right. But to give Riddle that edge, but now that we've seen how he's pretty much going to be booked for the rest of his career, Drew turning on him is going to be just as good. They lost to the Raiders after a Kofi interference.
Which I think, like, the whole thing of Drew just, oh, well, you cost me my match. How such a coincidence.
Yeah, whatever. You threw a chair at my homeboy and broke his neck all to pieces.
You know what I'm saying?
So turnabout's fair play. Whether it was an accident or not, you'll never know.
Kofi landed that Trouble in Paradise flush, though. Like, Rick ate all of that.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
table spot, cool. I'm glad we got another table spot. I'm glad we got another Texas Tornado match. Hey, keep bringing them. Y'all are going to keep bringing them, and they're going to keep coming off like this. I'm glad the Raiders got a win because Lord knows they need it. Valhalla sells her job at ringside well. Like, there was a 2 count, and she screamed at the referee, and the referee looked like she sells her stuff well.
Yeah.
That match was good. Trying to make sure before I get into Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going with it, but I'm gonna give it some time to see. I'm gonna give it some time.
Exactly, because I was saying earlier they turned her face now, after Trish Stratus, but it's just like they lead her right into a an okay match for Shayna Baszler, but she got choked out. It's over. I mean, it was over.
But she didn't give up. She didn't give up.
That's why I was with you when you say you got to give it a little time to season.
Just a little time to season it.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that for me, because I was ready to cast her off. Yeah. Back to Jobber Island.
After she's done with Trish, Zoe kind of put, but let's see where this goes.
Right. Because I think they want to showcase, Zoe as up and coming next, rising star.
20-year-old we've ever seen.
Boy, shut up.
But she looks like a golden girl.
Let's not do this.
Okay, I'm sorry. Next,
never mind.
Seth Rollins. We got a little bit of interaction with Ricochet. Got Ricochet some camera time.
I think from what I can tell with this, Ricochet is playing a goody two shoes. He wants his title shot. And I don't know if we get Ricochet, Seth at Fastlane, Raw, or either a triple threat between Shinsuke, Ricochet, and Seth at Fastlane.
I'm going to say this. Because it's a new belt, you can get away with doing one thing. It's a new belt. You can get away with giving Ricochet like a 2-3 week world title run. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen.
It's not.
But you can.
So, what? No, he wouldn't be Grand Slam. He would be.
No. Wait, has he won a tag title?
No.
He'd be a triple. No, because he wouldn't be a triple.
He's won Intercontinental, United States.
I can see it happening.
What, him winning a chip?
Yeah. And what that does, with him winning that chip, it brings that Shinsuke and Ricochet storyline right back around.
Right, back around.
Right.
Okay.
For Shinsuke to take it off him.
And then for Damian to take it off him.
Just take it. Oh yeah.
Or he may, or
Finn.
Damian could take it off Ricochet.
Or Finn.
Exactly. That's right.
We don't know. There's some layers there. So again, I'm gonna let them cook. I'm gonna give them some time to
let them cook.
Because this is reminiscent of that in that black and gold NXT when you had so many top guys at one time. You didn't know the order with whence they were gonna start to trade the belt. Because I remember it was like we knew Adam Cole was gonna get the belt, but we didn't know when. But then Aleister Black came and it was like, so he's definitely gonna get a world title run. We don't know when, how. And then Ciampa got the legendary run he got. And then Johnny finally got his and Cole got his, but we knew Keith Lee was going to get one. And Keith Lee, like, there was so many pieces that it was like, okay, so I'm okay with this. You have 4 credible contenders for the world title on Raw right now on a belt that people didn't even care about coming around. I'm fine with that.
It's still Mugler's belt, too.
No, it is not.
It's grown on me.
Yeah, it has completely grown. I mean, yeah, it's your opinion.
Barbecue sauce has grown on me. I had to get to the point where I like
that. Have to wait. Some of JR's barbecue sauce.
Of course.
No, I'm not that rich. I ain't buy that mess.
Look, I've never tried it. I'm not going. Never mind.
Look, let's all put in $10 and order some.
I am all good.
I'm glad I caught myself.
Yeah, I'm glad you did too, because you was about to go off the way.
I was about to go left.
I was about to
go left.
That boy's about to jump. Don't this hit make my people wanna jump.
Hey, that song live is dope too. Bus did that song, and we was in the crowd. Like, yeah, I almost kicked the dude next to me in the face trying to jump.
You about Sweet Chin Musical?
No, it was gonna be more of a. It wasn't gonna be
Uso?
because you know, it was gonna be a
Uso kick.
So the Usos have won matches. I wasn't gonna knock them out. It was gonna be one of those middle of the match super kicks from the Young Bucks. So it wasn't gonna be a party. It was gonna be the intro. You know, Ricochet beats Shinsuke by DQ. So once again,
that air shot looked like it hurt too. I ain't gonna lie.
It did. No, it did.
That was hurt because the girl was right there.
I'm tired.
His girl was right there.
I feel bad for Ricochet. He's always getting beat up in front of Samantha, man.
In front of his woman, bro. Like
Samantha just be sitting there like when you get home, like, babe, why are they doing this to you? Oh Lord, it's 2021 right now. Good gosh.
5 minutes left. Uh-oh.
KC about to take their first loss.
Uh-oh.
I forgot. Ain't Travis hurt? Yeah, Travis is hurt.
Travis hurt. Yeah. Travis hurt. That's why this isn't really a Raquel destroys Chelsea Green. Should not have happened.
Yeah.
Happened. Next week we got a rematch. Rhea versus Raquel. Dominic gets banned from ringside. Like there's not two other members of Judgment Day though. But okay, I digress.
Yeah.
JD McDonough beat Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
And then
surprised by that.
He also not only did he get a pin, but he also presented him with Senior Money in the Bank, the purple briefcase.
Yeah.
But then,
I don't like the Senior part. It looks like a sticker, just kind of.
I'm saying, it don't look right. They should have printed that on there with the rest of
it.
Yeah.
But then the whole, he saves Dom, but Dom doesn't come back to save him.
Layers.
I said, what kind of foolery is this?
How do you say money in the bank in Spanish?
Senor
Dinero el de banco.
Yep.
Senor Dinero el de banco.
I
like that. That's what they should have put on the case. They should have put that on the case.
I thought you said something else. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm glad. I don't want to know what you thought I said because that's not what I said.
El Campeon.
I thought he said whatever I'm about to send in the chat.
Oh Lord.
You thought I said something crazy?
No, he thought I said something crazy.
That's a possibility. Oh, I ain't say that. That was what the boy name? That was
never mind. I was about to use the worst analogy ever.
Analogy?
I said analogy.
You are a doggone lie.
No, I'm not. We could. No, I said analogy.
No, I know what you said.
He said I added an R.
He said analogy. I heard it.
No, you're hearing things.
Okay.
Those big ass ears. I'm sorry,
sir. Wait.
Here's a little.
I'm sorry.
You see that?
Actually, you do have Smurf.
Very small ears.
Wow.
Sorry, you do.
We got off topic.
Wow. We got lines at the game. Okay.
I'm gonna take myself out. Just give myself a time.
You do that, sir. And now, what were we saying?
So, let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
Another match of the year candidate.
Thank you.
First and foremost, I loved the old school backstage vignettes, like it was Saturday Night Main Event again.
Yes.
Where Chad Gable was backstage with the gold Alpha Academy jacket on with Maxine
in the background.
With the weights in the background and cutting an old school promo. Loved it.
Yeah, Gunther joint was hot too, though.
Gunther joint was fire.
By himself, that white background. He came out speaking that Austrian or whatever. Whatever. I can't do it.
Man, listen.
Hey, this
like you speaking in tongues.
Not gonna get beat.
That's what it sounded like.
This Melon Farmer here.
Not Melafama.
I didn't want to say the other word.
Two things before we get into the classic that was. First of all, Jason Jordan, Chad Gable, American Alpha backstage, loved it.
Banger.
Brought a I don't even want to say a thug tear. It just brought some emotions that I ain't felt in a while. Because if y'all know it, if y'all know me, if y'all know Purely Ignorant, if y'all know OG Carlito Cannon, American Alpha was my second favorite tag team of all time. I love them dudes. Like, gosh, they did not get, and y'all know Jason Jordan's one of my guys. So they just as a whole, he didn't get what his career had for him. But American Alpha was very short-lived. Came to the main roster, did not get. They got a run. They beat Randy and Luke Harper for the tag titles, and then just kind of lost to the Usos without any much fanfare or anything. And then the split came. But they loved that moment backstage. Loved I guess I don't have anything else to say except thank you. Loved it. Loved it. And Gunther will now officially pass the Honky Tonk Man as your longest reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of the world.
Make sure you put that heavyweight on it.
Gotta make sure you put that heavyweight on there, because when he throws that heavyweight on there, it just
more
makes
prestige
it
for no reason.
more prestige for no
But you're
reason.
missing one thing too.
What?
What am I missing?
He's the champion of F them kids that was in that front row.
Dog. He didn't care about
Made them baby girls cry,
Man.
dog. I felt
Look where it was in the front.
Daddy.
Look, that took me out. I
She
said,
thought her dad was unalived. She had to.
Yeah.
I thought her dad was alive.
He took
Look.
full finishes in
Look.
a row.
She started tearing up when he got dropped on his head.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
look, party over.
He got struck by a smooth criminal named Gunther.
Yeah.
Do you think that they tell their families what's gonna happen before?
So you know what? I don't.
Sometimes I think they do.
I think they tell them if they're gonna win.
Okay.
So you don't think Brandy told? You don't think Cody told Brandy and them and Mom and them before?
So that's the thing, and I want to say
He was gonna take that L.
I want to say possibly, but you know how some things change on the fly, like with Roman. Remember, WrestleMania 31, we thought Roman was walking out champ. And they changed the booking on the fly, so Roman's family was all there, and they did not know that the booking had changed before the match came out, so they were pissed.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'd love to actually speak with someone's family to find out how that works, because I mean, would you want to know? That's the question. Like, say your brother was a wrestler, and this was the main event. This was the main event of Raw, and for the IC title, would you want to know if he was gonna win?
No,
I wouldn't want to know anything.
Because that Kurt Angle win over Austin in Pittsburgh, when they had his whole family in the ring, that all looked legitimate. Like the excitement, the jumping up and down, it looked like it was unscripted.
But here's the thing. Would I want to know? No. But I wouldn't want to be there for no reason.
I wouldn't say
that's the thing.
Reason.
When
It's just support.
Well, yeah, I was about to say when you're
you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, if I'm here to watch you battle the world belt,
how you drop that, bro?
And you know if you're gonna win in that, I could be at home. If you're gonna lose, you know.
But I think it depends on the event.
That's why they're not gonna tell you.
That's why they're
depends
not
on
gonna
the
tell you.
event.
That's why.
Like for Mania, you ain't going to sit at no house for no Mania if they don't win.
Bring me.
He going there.
Look, he going. He's
No,
like,
okay,
hey, son, you
like,
lose.
okay, no,
Hey,
prime
I love you. But appreciate the tickets.
Prime example, the Cody loss. Like, would you want to know that he was going to be losing that? Or because of the story and the way the story's gone and finishing the story, would you go and you just want to be in the unknown?
I think if you understood wrestling, then I don't think it would be as big of a deal. But I think if you're just like, hey, my son or my husband's winning the championship, I don't even watch wrestling. We're here, we're support, the babies are here, you know, excited, and then you get a loss and everybody's just like, they really screwed you over.
Yeah.
They screwed you over. I don't like that. I'm going to talk to your boss right now. Like, no, please don't.
I don't know what place I'm speaking from, because I don't go nowhere. I don't do much.
Well, it ain't.
Anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to my nephew's football game. I think he's gonna lose. So
I had to hold that.
Oh my lord!
I had to keep that to myself. Almost went there.
What is that?
Almost went there, dog.
Go there.
No, I will not.
Take it there, Black.
I will not. No,
You
this
can't
is my brother. This is my brethren. This is my brother. I am not going to do that.
Blackout. How do you do, brother? Please tell me. Look, I'm trying to get my straw hat. Look.
No,
Man, there's a whole lot of travel involved in WrestleMania.
because I had to catch it, but I'm
Going
good
down
now.
to the.
Catch myself. I'm
You
good.
about to go down to the bayou, huh?
I was, yes.
Drinking
The
that
dirty
shine.
bayou.
Look, the dirty bayou down there
Yeah.
with them
Like I
jambalayas
said,
and them
I'm the worst
crawfish.
This is my brethren, so no, I will not.
And he know.
Bless it. In the name.
Yeah.
I ain't paying y'all no attention right now. Y'all not about to jeopardize what I put my hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into. Darn it.
Sleep.
Ain't nobody coming to
let's
see
continue.
you, Otis.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. The match itself. If Meltzer don't give that one a 5-star, I still won't care. But I'm gonna look at him sideways because
Seltzer. No.
Seltzer water. That was a
Seltzer.
match. Enunciate. Match. I'm proud of Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Gunther is becoming the guy after Roman now. He's becoming final boss.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like when Roman gets this extended break, he's so well deserved eventually. Gunther has been positioned now to be a guy to take as absolutely serious as possible, no matter what, no matter where, no matter the event. When you see him, you know it's about to go down.
Yeah. And that's what we talked about. You know, I forgot what episode it was where we talked about the bloodline. Like when that's done, who's going to take that spot? Now we see who's taking that spot. Now we're starting to see who's going to take that spot from Roman now. So that's what you're supposed to do as an organization, as a company. You're supposed to build another star to take over the previous star.
Right.
Cody is going to take over as face of the company in terms of, hey, promos, appearances, and even Gunther can still do it because Gunther, he did not look out of place on Monday Night Football. It was Monday Night Football during the preseason a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
he didn't look out of place. He still looks like he walks with prestige. But Cody's going to be face, like the poster child of the company.
Yeah.
Gunther's going to be final boss of the company, and Judgment Day is going to be the stable that leads the company.
Right.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we haven't still even talked about, the Prophets and Bobby and what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Dom is still Dom. You got some call-ups that are coming. Braun Breaker, we're going to talk about in a second. He looks as malicious and as just tenacious and just as ever. And I was wondering how they were going to get him outside of just being a heel. He's like, he is his dad. He is his dad and his uncle
put together.
Yeah.
But like his dad Scott Steiner and his uncle Rick Steiner put together. I don't care what nobody say. That's Scotty's son. Ain't no way.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no way.
They got
that was. Listen, that's.
He coming out with the chain joint next week. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm with it.
Because he already got the siren at the start of his joint, don't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
he has everything that his uncle has.
Right.
Yeah, he barks like his uncle. But no, seriously though, don't laugh. I'm serious, y'all. Bro, that is daddy's little mistake. That is daddy's little mistake down by the lake.
Hey, look, well, I'll tell you what. If they come to Wrestle K, let's ask them.
We gonna ask. Well, Rick ain't. Rick ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, he can't go nowhere.
Man, he is still blacklisted.
Hey, especially after that crap he did. Yeah.
That's your fault.
He went outside the square.
Jeez.
You should have left that alone.
You should have mind your business. Hey,
we're
all inclusive.
Rick Steiner, you got to do better.
Got to do better. Look, we know that's your thing, Black, but we all had to join on that one.
Yeah, I get it.
Ron didn't even claim him no more. He just
that was Teriyaki 6'7" right there.
Hey, certain comments you just gotta keep to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
But this match, we've seen him suplex Gunther before, but the plexus had a little extra.
On him. Yeah.
The chops had a little extra.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna go back and watch that match again, actually. And it's very rare I watch within like a week time span. It's rare that I'll watch a match a couple of times, but that match, deserves it.
That was a good
Standout performance by Gunther. Like I said, your longest reigning come this Friday.
Man,
Undisputed, defending WWE Intercontinental Heavyweight
champion of the world.
I would like for Imperium as a whole to be one of those stables. That's why they need to split these belts. Giovanni and Ludwig need them tag titles.
Yes.
They need a set of tags. They need a set. So I don't know how they're gonna go about splitting these belts, but it needs to happen, and it needs to happen soon. Do you see? This is why Rumble season is my favorite season. We've approached the 2-hour mark, and we're about to talk about a couple more things. This is why Rumble season is my favorite season, though, because we're about to hit that mark where it's going to be completely unpredictable.
Yeah.
I could see Gunther winning it. I could see a call-up like a Braun Breaker winning it. I could see a legend, a veteran like a AJ Styles winning it. I could see our first back-to-back winner since 96, 97, Stone Cold winning it in Cody. I could see Gunther going 1 through 30 and winning it.
Yes.
did that last year.
Like there's so much that's gonna be capable of coming come Rumble season that I'm down.
Down for whatever.
I'm saying you ain't finna know what's coming, especially with the surprises that they're going to do, no matter how many, whether it be 1 or 10.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's factuals.
Then you got the Raw afters. You know.
Yeah. Nah, and this hopefully and prayerfully this Raw after Mania
is way better than what the hell we had.
Way better, yeah.
But I'm talking about on the way to Mania.
Hey, Vince made an impact that night.
Swear. Hey, and it was heavily noticed, okay?
Jesus.
That was bad.
I'm like, how you come off of that to this?
Who was our return this year?
Who?
Nobody.
What?
Yeah. No, we had a return.
We had a return. That's how bad it was. I don't even remember.
No, that was just another show.
I gotta go look now. Because we had a return.
Was it Emma? I don't know.
Mike Chioda.
Mike Chioda.
We making up stuff because we ain't got no real
Riddle was the return.
Oh, no wonder it didn't matter.
No
wonder it didn't matter.
No, that don't count. That don't count.
Well, it looks like the Detroit Lions are gonna knock off the reigning. Okay, well, question. You know what? Before we move into NXT, how do you guys feel about team sports being considered reigning and defending Super Bowl or world champs? Like, how do y'all? Because I feel like your first loss immediately, you're no longer the defending champ. Like, Kansas City is no longer the defending champs.
I mean,
no, I feel
technically like you're still defending. You just,
one at a time, please. Sheesh.
Oh,
I know my question. I know I asked engagement
first.
Sheesh.
Kiss ass.
Why?
Well, then I'm gonna go. When it comes to like sports like football, like we're watching now, this loss doesn't mean they're not the defending champions because they're not out of contention for the championship.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if let's say they get knocked out first round, okay,
then, yeah.
There's going to be a new champion.
So do you basically see them as? Do you see all these 17 games as non-title matches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It don't matter to the they matter, but nothing really matters. Like nothing matters to the playoffs. Really.
And if they don't make the playoffs, they get stripped of the championship.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, I got you.
It.
But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the question. I think TJ answered it flawlessly.
Good job, man. Good
job, Ray.
I get
Mr. 211.
I get one every now and again.
Mr. Man of Steel, or is that your name anymore?
Pause.
No. Pause.
You about to give a eulogy or something? You just pause and you just take it.
No, I was saying pause because you called him Man of Steel again. Like, I just feel like that we need to leave that. We need to leave that retired.
Bro, it's his Instagram name.
It's only because Instagram won't let him change it for another couple
Exactly.
of days.
I gotta wait till like October.
Wait till October.
Yeah, you can only change your IG name once every 30 days until it's locked in, and then you can change it again.
Okay.
And y'all forget when y'all had me on that mad dash of names that one time.
Not y'all.
I'm blaming everyone.
Floating. We was just floating, and
okay.
One damn point.
Travis Kelce hurt.
Point. These are them games you don't want to lose. 1 point. I would have rather lost by 3 touchdowns. No,
Travis Kelce hurt.
No, I'm antagonizing my whole.
No, I'm talking about that hurt that he was out this game.
Yeah, that he's hurt.
But you know what else? Nobody has really took this in consideration. Eric Bieniemy, not offensive coordinator no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean,
I'm antagonizing my homegirl who a Kansas City fan right now. She said, "That's all right. We lost, but somebody finna get cut."
I mean, Montez Valdez-Scantling he was their best receiver tonight with 2 receptions for 48 yards.
Something had to happen.
And most of them
it's game 1.
Passes. They was dropping passes.
Yeah. Wide open, easy passes.
That was number 19. Was that Vontez Scantling?
Oh yeah, no, he's number 11.
Yeah, number 11, I think.
Yeah, 19 was the one that
had for nothing. He just couldn't hold on to it.
There was a lot of drops.
Ripples.
In Kansas, we're not used to seeing Kansas City like this. There was a lot of miscues. I mean, it's a championship hangover. That's all. It happens.
Ripples.
It happens to the best of everybody. Not much happened on NXT, but what did happen actually happened.
Oh, we saw felonious assault.
Yes, felonious.
I saw attempted murder.
Word of the day, felonious.
Felonious.
I saw the unlawful, the premeditated.
Oh no, yeah, he know the real law. Wait, yeah, there you go.
Bro, we gotta come on here one day and practice the points. Like they gotta be crisp. It's gotta be like, oh, y'all like it though. It was just quick. It was
hit it with it.
Yeah.
You went the wrong way.
And I'm pointing at the pictures on my wall. Look
at it. Look, the point. Hey. I was so confident about it too. Just
I mean, the level of confidence, dog.
Hey, go to the penalty box.
Bro, the confidence was so real.
Wasn't it?
It was incredible. Like,
oh, he put him out too.
Now you go sit in the penalty box. You go sit in the penalty box.
Oh man.
This guy.
I will get you.
This guy will get you. Yeah. Look, I'm looking at you, brother.
Tiffany Stratton still has the best moonsault in the business.
Beautiful.
100%.
Love you, EO.
She gonna mess up until she slip on that slippery rope one time.
Whatever. It ain't happened yet.
It ain't happened yet because if it do.
So how do y'all feel about the Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton matchup? Because it seemed like this kind of just made Kiana James an afterthought.
Yeah, it was like a throwaway.
Yeah.
Kiana James, well, I mean, did she want a tournament or something to get there?
Yeah.
Well, she just called out Tiffany Stratton. If she just called out Tiffany Stratton, she can do it again.
It's a tournament.
But if Becky come around, I don't want Becky to win the belt off rip.
Okay. You wanted to save it for No Mercy?
Yes.
Okay.
One or the other. Either she win the belt off rip and lose it at No Mercy, or she don't win the belt at all, having 1 or 2 appearances, win the belt at No Mercy, just to say she done it, and then lose it to Kiana James, whoever the hell. I don't care.
It brings the ratings up, for one. It's Becky Lynch. I think WWE does a great job with crossing over main talent to NXT to bring the viewership, but also to work with the younger talent to give them a little bit of exposure. Because that's mainly one of the reasons why Ali went back, was to work with some of the guys and gals that were
some
there.
main roster reps.
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing for Tiffany and Becky, I think their dynamic is there. It's just, I think the main thing is like, do we want to see it this early?
Good question. I like that question. I like that. Good question. Good question.
You said, do we want to see Becky versus Tiffany this
early?
This early.
She basically called her out by not knowing her history.
So with us getting into Survivor Series season, that puts us not too far from Rumble season and Stand to Deliver eventually. Is anybody being built up right now currently to be seen or to show that they're going to be ready to dethrone Tiffany eventually? Or is she going to be one of the ones that gives up the belt and then they're just going to crown a new champ at TakeOver?
I would say give up the belt because I don't
see anybody.
Kind of like a Roxanne. Roxanne just...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see Roxanne. I think it's time for Roxanne to come up. I don't think there's nothing left. Really isn't.
I was thinking it was going to do something with the Bird Lady.
Blair maybe.
Yeah,
Blair, I like Blair. I like Blair.
She laid down for a few minutes. So
I like Blair. I like Blair as a choice, but she's a heel, and I don't see them doing a heel versus heel match at Stand and Deliver.
Fair.
I don't know what that's.
I don't think you call Tiffany up then.
She's ready to go up. I don't think she's there. I think her.
Are you giving her Mandy run?
Yeah, I would. She's the next one. She's the next Charlotte. Like I said, she's gonna be Trish Stratton. I said Trish Stratton. She's gonna be Trish Stratus with Charlotte athleticism. Like that's her ceiling, which is that's the best that's arguably the best you can get.
Right.
And I see that for her, but it's gonna take time. She has a character. She's aggravating. She's annoying a little bit. But that moonsault is just
on my head, bro. We did it at the same time.
Yeah. I was going to, but I feel like I've already done it like 5 times this episode, so I was like, I'm not gonna do it, and then y'all did it. Oro Mensah and Ilya, quick, but did what it needed to do, sets us up. The fans are chanting for a triple threat. I feel like that needs to be the main event of No Mercy.
It does, bro. Because no Mercy without a Wesley or a Ilya.
I don't want to see either of them left off the card, and I don't want to see either of them going against Dom.
Because we already got Ali sitting up against Dom.
So let's just make this a triple threat. Get the best of the best of the best in the ring, and let's see who comes out. Sir.
Men in Black.
Ilya.
Starring your boy.
I think that should be the send off for Carmelo. Maybe a Trick Williams involvement.
The trick turn.
It's gotta be. It's got to be. I won't be hurt, but Carmelo is blinded right now.
He is.
He's on his sweet.
He's blinded by
not robots.
He's blinded by the need to prove to everyone that he can do it without having Trick in his corner, and that's gonna set up
Trick at that point.
Yeah, that's gonna set up his downfall, unfortunately.
Because he didn't let Trick finish. He was like, "Do you think I can?" I always thought you could beat him.
Yeah.
Damn, you don't let me finish.
Duke Hudson and Nathan Frazier, quick match. Nothing to write home about Nathan Frazier. It was a Nathan Frazier showing. He got his 2 points.
I want so much more for Duke Hudson. Y'all know I've been a Duke Hudson fan since jump.
Yeah, I want more.
He got the size. He got the strength. He got everything except a decent character. They can't get I thought the Chase U was gonna be. I mean, we always think it.
I feel like it was
gonna be there for like 6 months and then turn on him. He ain't done it.
I feel like it was his story, and then the Thea Hale thing took over.
Yeah, and that just kind
of. They gave her his story,
and they gave her his story, and I don't know where Chase went. So now they have to kind of reestablish that. I'm definitely with you, though. I think he has a bright future. He's got the size. He can go. He's got a good engine.
What future though? He's had like 5 characters in like 3 years.
Yeah.
So Vince loves his big men, and when they come up, no big man
going nowhere. But it's just like, give Duke something for real. Because I'm not saying that he needs to win this tournament, but I didn't want him to lose against no Nathan Frazier.
Nah, but Nathan Frazier is not a bad guy.
He's not a nobody.
So he's like the next Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
in a sense. Just a more flashy.
Yeah.
High flying, athletic.
He's flashy and he's fast. Like, and it doesn't look like he slows down.
Yeah, he sure did not slow down when that rope caught his neck. But either way,
yeah. I just want more for Duke Hudson. I'm rooting for him.
Schism.
They can go away.
Of course, you would say that.
Of course, you're just a hater.
Yeah.
Tyler Bate and Dabba-Kato, don't care. Big strong boy. Whatever, it is what it is. That match happened.
Creeds,
the future of the tag team division. The Diamond Dojo is back. The big old brawl.
Bad when they get to the main roster. I really want to see them on main roster. Bump all this little extra. Hey, put them on Raw. I don't even want them on SmackDown because I don't even want to face in Street Profits. Put them on Raw.
No, I don't want. I want them. That's how it is in my WWE.
Put them on Raw, dog.
They are separate. They are not on the same show, and they will never go against each other because I don't want neither one of them to lose.
Right.
So it's weird because I want to see Ivy Nile do something. I don't know what though. She's not. I mean, she could beat Io, but she's not beating Rhea. But I just don't see her doing anything now. I mean, you could put the NXT Women's Championship on her eventually if you want to, but I just don't see her doing anything of note or anything. I like her. I just like her.
These women's titles have to get like more exposure.
They gotta get something.
It's really, besides Tiffany, it's really been like especially Io.
I said, Io's been
trapped in damage control.
Like I said in the chop shop, Io is without damage control. Io is, I don't want to say nothing because she's still the women's champ, but without damage control, she has no standalone value or anything. Not now.
I honestly, if anything, have Bayley take the joint off of her, and then her, and I don't even know. Kari saying they can go run it together.
Ali versus Dragon Lee, right person won.
Yeah.
Storyline there is Dom is afraid of Dragon Lee. He's already been pinned by him before, so that's why Ali definitely. That's why Ali won. Dom chose that match. Like, hey, I already beat you in the triple threat, but Dragon Lee's already pinned me.
Right.
So that match makes sense. I have no issue with it. I love the dark purple referee.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Love that. That was dope.
It reminded me of the blue shirts back in the day that the SmackDown referees.
Yeah, the black collar. Yeah.
Was that it?
I'm trying to think, was Butch and Axiom really worth talking about?
It
went to a time limit.
Yeah, the draw. Yeah, I would have rather probably seen Butch go over. Because I like the draw. I could have done without the draw. I mean, good like false finish.
Yeah, that triangle choke out of the standing moonsault joint was dope.
I was
I feel like y'all need to go ahead and just put the rocket on Butch in this tournament. Like, and have him go back to be Pete Dunne.
Bro.
Like, we're at the point now to where, okay, we understand that y'all wanted the Butch thing. We let y'all rock with it. But
it somehow got over.
It got over, and he's dressed like Pete Dunne again. Bring Pete Dunne back.
He had that fur coat back on.
Like he's back. So let's bring Pete Dunne back. Gigi Dolan versus Thea Hale.
It was more about Thea Hale than anything.
It was more about Thea Hale than anything else, and the JCJ. Like I guess. I don't understand the pairing if you don't have a set of NXT women's tag titles to put it on, to pair anybody up for, because you're not going to call them up as a tag team. Now, unless they're going to reform Toxic and bring Gigi into the fold and to have Thea Hale be that don't work. The only way that works is if Gigi and JC get back together and they pick Tiffany Stratton to lead them, and then they become the new Toxic. But other than that, I don't see any, which is what somebody like a Tiffany would need. She needs somebody to help hide her weaknesses while she's still developing.
Right.
So, yeah. Don't really care. At the end of the day, it don't really matter. We all know why we talking about NXT. Braun Breaker and Von Wagner had a fight.
That wasn't no
This
fight.
was his best. This was his best showing. Throwing Braun through the wall was dope. And let me backtrack for a second because I didn't get to talk about it earlier. We were talking about the tag title match at Payback. The pop-up, not power slam, but I guess spine buster or whatever you want to call it, Kevin Owens hit Stone Jaw with, I can't think, it's JD McDonough with on that table.
Boy, that man whiplash it.
I mean, that my man, he can't. Woo, Jesus. But nah, this was a fight. I loved Baron Corbin on commentary. I didn't love him on commentary. I just loved the dynamic of the fact that he's in it. You are so stupid. Oh gosh. That's how he it was ragged off.
Because I'm gonna be dying.
Hey,
If you
look,
fall
I
out that
fall
chair, I'm logging off.
bloopers.
I promise,
Bloopers.
bro. Who Jesus? That was a fight. Braun, of course, this was a show out for Braun, but Von got a couple of licks in. The spear, and that was probably his least impactful spear I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's
But
a little on the weak side.
But it also set up for one of the most impactful things I've ever seen. Like
A murder. Charges.
The camera fade to black was perfect.
It's like the Randy Orton punt kick.
I think it was more vicious than the punt. Like it was just like we know it's scripted, but did he really?
That man got carried out on a stretcher, cuz.
And Vic Joseph, you son of a bitch. And I was like,
hit him with the Jim Ross. Do you have no?
He tried to give his best JR right there.
He wanted to give him his JR there because he said holy and then they bleeped and I was like, oh yeah, nah, we're back on them days.
Face black, everybody was like, what's going on? The suspense, guys.
Yeah, I thought my TV.
It was on some Grey's Anatomy joint.
That's exactly what it was.
On some Grey's Anatomy. They're like, bro.
Grey's what?
Grey's Anatomy.
All right.
Get hip on pop culture, dog.
No. I know what Grey's Anatomy is. I just didn't hear you the first time.
Well, open your small ears. Darky.
My ears are small. That's the name of the episode. 211 got small ears.
211 got small what?
Ears.
Oh gosh.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, sir. All right, man.
Wait, pause. Wait a minute.
No, ain't no pause and no nothing. That's y'all.
No. Never mind. Keep that one to myself.
But that was tough to see. Hopefully, this is. I want to know what.
How was it tough to see? We didn't see it. It faded to black.
Keep kayfabe alive.
He's split in half.
Like you know what I meant.
Hey, they said charges are being brought up against Braun.
Yeah, they said that charges like keep kayfabe alive.
Yeah. Against Braun.
Murder. Oh
it's murder.
Hey, Scott Steiner's like, yeah,
that's my son.
Yeah. He's because 5 + 2 = 68.
Does it?
Steiner man. Yeah.
They on the lookout. They on the lookout for Braun breakfast.
Boo.
You ain't see that?
Take him out.
Finish him.
The timing was perfect. Like he was about to start saying something, and it just was like,
just went blink.
Oh God. Okay.
All right.
Dynamite. Look, shout out to Ash for the AEW Dynamite.
Ain't no shout out to Ash on that bump.
No. We ain't shouting out.
Y'all wow, bro. Don't hate that. Like I said,
I mean, I don't understand why she in AEW business. I still don't understand.
The rivalry is still real.
I don't care how much. I don't care how much she tries to talk about AEW. I don't care about any of that. But you still post. I don't care how if you even post it and it's just retarded.
Hold on.
Guess what?
Let me give you. Let me give you the floor, bro. Let me just give you the floor. You got something to say? You want to say, Ashley?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say,
No, I don't have nothing to say. No.
She done made the list.
I don't have, oh no.
She been on the list.
No list.
Oh, she's not worthy of a list. Dynamite.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, go ahead. Let's not even. Yeah.
John Moxley beat AR Fox. Don't like it.
All right. Yeah.
But we knew it was gonna happen.
We knew it was gonna happen. I said it earlier. As long as he's getting some type of showcase, cool, but don't like it.
Yeah, basically anytime I see John Moxley.
And at least he didn't get, released for his misinformation.
Yeah, no, to be fair, that's fair. That's fair.
So that's the job he had to take.
That's the job.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy Championship.
Why he can't work overseas?
No, it's been almost 10 years, so that just lets you know he got some kind of something.
Look,
there's something going
on.
Championship or no championship, I'll be here every week to do what I do. Orange Cassidy's still loved. He's still a favorite without the belt, but he's gonna end up in that Wesley stretch where it's gonna be like, what do you do and who are you now without the belt?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see what AEW does with him because they're not gonna put the world title on him yet.
Nope.
But whatever. Chris Statlander and Emi Sakura, that was a quick match. Something else.
It happened. It's cool.
Statlander said anyone, anywhere, anytime after the match. She has an open challenge. Okay. I loved Roderick Strong coming out with the neck brace, taking the neck brace off and wrestling, and then putting.
Yeah, but you know what I noticed about that?
What'd you notice, bro?
The T-shirt said "Neck Strong."
Neck, yeah.
Pause.
That let one of us get out.
Big pause. You said it said neck strong.
Don't you dare.
Nah, that's a big pause.
That's it. No, that's what it said. It said neck strong.
Yeah, he need to throw that T-shirt in trash ASAP.
Hey man, dude, wild man. Roderick wild.
Roddy is wild, bro. And then like his picture on the meetup screen is like the most Better Call Saul looking picture. Like he's in a dress shirt with a neck brace on, but his glasses like they're selling this perfectly. I love this.
Dweeb.
Yeah, he looks like a dweeb.
Very dweeb.
Exactly. I'm gonna get into MJF and Joe real quick because the story that's there already is beautiful. Roddy wasn't saved from a neck injury because Cole couldn't make it in time. Cole saves MJF from another possible neck injury, though. Like the little subtleties are there. And also on the back burner, Kyle O'Reilly's out because of a neck injury. Like there's little.
Well, because he don't have a strong neck. Like, no. Right.
I can tell it's almost midnight. It's past y'all bedtime because y'all on here.
You seen how it came back so quick?
Y'all acting up.
Hey, look, I just love the fact that it said neck strong.
Yeah, because I'm not dark humor.
Look, MJF got to be careful selling a neck injury though, because with as many people as has like had to end wrestling because of.
Yep. It was just only right.
It was only right. The ice cream truck reference was okay. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back and read.
That was a setup.
I can only imagine you came out here so fast because you mistook my theme music for an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
The last time I had anything to do with an ice cream truck, I was busy being the biggest star on the other company's network. Here we go again.
That was a setup. It had to be a setup. It won't no way.
He is over there dying right now, and I was just.
Hey, he is crying for real.
This is just killing me, though, bro.
It is.
Like, why is this your matchup screen picture?
Why?
Like I can't deal, bro.
Oh
I mean,
man.
he's so serious with it.
He's
Next
so
very-
serious.
What about
Next-
my neck? He
next
care
is very
about my
fragile
neck.
in this
He care
industry.
about my neck.
Necks are very
Well,
fragile in this
I'm gonna
industry.
go in there and I'm gonna take it off real quick and
And then wrestle and then put it back on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like I said earlier, Swerve cooked Adam Page on the mic. If I had gotten the opportunities that you've gotten a year ago, I'd be the first black AEW world champ by now. You know, he told him straight up, you don't have matches on Dynamite. You don't have singles matches on Rampage. You still got merch. Like, nothing but the facts.
Hashtag facts.
Hashtag facts. Hashtag real facts, too.
Real fans.
Swerve is young enough to be a multiple-time world champ in AEW.
Yeah.
The embassy
It might need to be time.
It might need to be. Listen. If I'm gonna be seeing this every week, along with
y'all can have
every
that.
week, listen. Thou shalt not besmirch the good name of Dancing Daniel Garcia. That is.
I just said y'all can have
He besmirched his own face. Never mind. All right, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we're not talking. See, I had skipped completely over that. We're not talking about that.
Disgrace.
This was another one of those episodes of Dynamite that came and went. There was some good, some bad, and just kind of whatever. But Nick Wayne and Darby had a nice match. Darby bounced off the floor on a suicide.
I thought it was over.
I told you it was bad, bro.
Hey,
The way he hit that floor.
Hey, look, he ain't moved a little bit. I said,
no. Even Nick Wayne was like
that's a little.
That was his neck.
Reminded me of one of those fault.
It was a cervical spine.
Hey, next no good in the industries, man. I'm telling you, man.
What?
We here at the Beyond the Bell podcast want to let everyone know that the views of one Trigger Trade Night are the views of only Trigger Trade Night and Trigger Trade Night and official _ OVO Sound 11, whatever his name is, in their own right. That's it.
So what I'm meaning, nah. Let me explain. Oh, everybody's gonna shoot me.
Yes.
No, I hit you with the Sue from what that boy name is, Lionel Messi.
It's been too many neck injuries in the game of wrestling. That's what I'm saying. We can't just pretend to fake neck injuries like Rod.
We can't, bro. Like Roddy got to stop faking the neck injury. Like they could have done anything else. And MJF, like we got 2 neck injuries in the company. It's just not okay. But
yeah, it's too many real ones, and then everybody's like, "Hey, man, I really have a real neck injury." That's not funny.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, you're right.
Bless it.
Did we miss anything on Dynamite? Oh, Aussie Open got a nice little showing against. I'm not calling them their name. Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
Oh, man, about Chris Jericho. He wanted to call out Lamar Jackson.
Gods.
Call out Lamar Jackson like that.
Yeah,
like, what? Cringy.
Cringy.
Yeah, he called out. He talked about, I'll whoop Lamar Jackson's ass.
Okay.
Like, but you won't.
Mm-mm.
Like,
look, that's why he smiled after he made that comment.
That's why.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, lay blank. That is the dumbest tag team. That's one of the dumbest tag team names ever.
Blank.
Yeah, blank. But
Blank.
You can tell that AEW realizes their stock. They're just utilizing them right now. I don't want to say filler, but just kind of, hey, we're gonna keep showcasing them until we get them on the level. I had a hiccup. Shut up. We're gonna get them on the same. Like don't even notice that. You could have just let that ride. They're on until they get up on the same level of an FTR or a Young Cucks. Why the monkey face? until they get, I call them when I call them. Until they get up there, but but you can tell AEW. So once again, just like with Takeshita, they see what Aussie Open is. I don't know if they're waiting to possibly try and leverage Will Ospreay to come in with them permanently before they give them the push, but you can tell that there's something there and they know it.
Yeah.
So,
They better drop the Ring of Honor tag chips back to them.
You think they'll get him back?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be upset with that.
Ring of Honor tag team champion. Y'all want to see something funny?
No, not really.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, what's something funny, Mr.
Oh, y'all want to see? Y'all want to see it? Look.
Can't see your phone too bright.
Oh, hold on.
Your phone's like super bright. Look, if I didn't know you had an iPhone, I would have asked you.
Hold on, still bright. Come on, old man.
But either way, it's Homer Simpson and Ned Flanders.
Listen, that is not where I thought that was going.
I thought you. Yeah, I'm about to say, hey. What was it? Hey.
No, that was Homer Simpson and Ned Flanders dressed as a bald FTR and FTR with Hank.
Okay, text it to me so I can show it.
Okay.
Because yeah. Pull your spectacles down.
You ain't lying.
He leave it.
Hold on.
All right.
Oh my God.
Look.
I got it.
You know how to old people.
Oh my God, he is struggling to see that right there. Look, he got.
Hey, no, you know how the old people live. Baby, I still can't see it.
That's how my dad looks at stuff. He'll be looking at it, and I'll be catching him like look. I'd be like,
I don't understand why everybody do like this. You're laughing down here, but you.
There we go.
Oh no.
Somebody got this tattooed.
Yeah.
Man, they're.
I think it's funny. Look at that.
Wow.
That's funny.
Wow. Okay.
Top guys, really.
So understand something. This is why.
That's Homer and Ned.
This is why wrestling fans catch what we catch and why we catch it the way we do. Cause why and that looks like a throat piece.
Oh, that's on his throat?
That's what it looks like. It's either a throat piece or it's an underarm. Like looking at the definition of the side of the muscle, it looks like a throat piece though.
Just check the chat.
At some point or another, we have to start holding wrestling fans accountable for the stuff that they do.
Yeah.
And that's one. I agree.
Yeah, like these scissor me belts.
No. Why can I hear you? Why can I hear it? Like, I don't want to hear that.
But yeah, his fingers are just disgusting. I don't know where
You trying to say my fingers ashy?
No, I said they're disgusting. I don't know where they've been.
Start a fire.
Well, y'all were explaining where they've been today.
No, you will not. Have you guys watched Heels yet? Are we caught up on Heels on Stars?
No, we're not.
Yes, I gotta think it's about time for me.
Yeah, I have to go ahead and watch it.
I had to watch
about 4 episodes, so I'm probably gonna start watching. I'm waiting on Wrestlers to come on Netflix to see what this is.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be dope.
In-depth. Yeah, it's supposed to be like an in-depth docuseries about wrestling.
But I bumped that. I'm about to cancel that.
Yeah, no, I can't cancel Netflix. I think I'm about to cancel Paramount.
And
I got Paramount for free.
HBO Max, maybe. Well, excuse me, Max.
Maybe. I think Max might get the axe.
Yeah, Max. Well, actually, I got Max for free with AT&T. Fiber. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Do you still have fiber?
Log in.
Okay, well, yeah, don't cancel that.
They got the Jamie Foxx show on there. It's fun.
You know what? Jamie Foxx show had. I'm gonna catch flack for saying this, but I don't care. I don't care.
See, look, you didn't even let him say it because the Jamie Foxx show is goated.
See what happens when you give light skins too much power. The Jamie Foxx show had more funny moments than Martin.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, because then you put in the singing, you put in the comedy, like
that's all I'm saying.
Multiverse, like he was.
Yeah, like Jamie's show is underrated because it's weird. Like with Martin, we knew he was carrying the Martin show, but with Jamie, you didn't realize he was carrying that show the way he was until you like get older, kind of, and start to look back at it and see like they weren't. Him and Braxton.
Where Martin had, Shanae, Otis, all that shit. Jamie had music, comedy, the other ones.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And it's like, it was cool, but you know what I'm saying? I like the Jamie Foxx show more.
And I think I like the fact that with Jamie, his special guest stars were written into the story. Like when Mary J. and Ronald Isley were on there, they weren't Mary J. Blige and Ronald Isley. They had their own story.
That was the Reverend Leroy Bullock.
Exactly. I think that's what made the difference for me there. I love Jamie. Like the dance battle with him and Braxton, and when Braxton broke the glove, that was it. And then the jingle off battle with plain white rice, see how it boils. And then she hit the song, and he gave him the count out. And he's like, you gotta go whiners on him. Which one, BB or CC? Both. Like,
it don't matter.
It don't matter. Both.
And then that one when they went live and he was at the driver's ed.
Oh
my gosh. Yeah.
They all broke
character.
I remember this one, sir. It was square. I ask you to
look when Jamie hit that.
Exactly. You wanted them Southside City.
No, I am not.
Look, boy, if I was on set that day, I'd have probably ran out of class.
You know how we run off screen? I would have ran off. I'd have ran off camera. Like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna watch that after now too. I'm gonna watch the Gunther and Chad Gable match, and then I'm gonna go watch some Jamie Foxx show.
Boom. You're welcome.
I think tonight was a great night.
We don't have anything really to thank the Lord. We don't really have anything upcoming for a while now. We got a couple of weekly episodes. This week coming up on NXT is supposed to be, let Vic Joseph tell it, the most star-studded NXT show we've ever produced, whatever. We know that's not true. But there's a lot of big profile, high big caliber matches on there. Yeah, I said a mouthful just now. Yeah. I got kind of wet. Jesus. Pause. It was the way you sat up, though, bro. It was the way he sat up just now.
What did he just say? What did he just say?
He got kind of wet. I was just like,
oh God. I said my mouth had. You know how when you say a lot, you start to salivate a little bit, so it just kind of pooled. No,
yeah.
Frame it in. All right.
Yeah.
Pause.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I just didn't want to go into.
No, it's like when you're in the shower and that one really hard stream hits your ear hole, so it's like it's making love to your ear hole.
Hard in the ear hole. All right.
I saw that in Scary Movie.
No, you did not. Wait a minute. That is not the same thing. That is not. That is the mashed potatoes. Really?
My turn.
It was like,
you've gotten way off.
Whatever. It was like, is there anything you didn't cook? They were like, oh, I ordered out for dessert. Yes, let's get the dessert.
I gotta get
my germs.
No.
Blackout, like, I cannot believe.
Look, my man, he was cooking the turkey. He said, you gotta add the bam.
You know me.
Oh man.
I'm not fooling with y'all tonight, bro. We about to get up off of here because y'all ain't no good. It's almost.
Oh yeah.
It's 12:03.
Well, before we go, we have one more thing that we have to give to you guys. It is the official hashtag Real Fan of the Month.
And so this came from a group vote.
Anonymous.
I guess.
You mean unanimous?
No, anonymous.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
No, it was an anonymous vote unanimously.
Okay.
But wait.
It was who voted. We're not telling who voted.
I mean, but it can't really be anonymous if there's only 4 of us. That means for sure at least 2 people had. No, we're not giving nobody credit for this. We did this.
Right.
We did this. Yeah, we did. Cool, yeah, this is so no, Black, you right, but not no. Like
I thought we was keeping it low key. I thought we was,
No,
No,
All
this
right,
was
the board-
chosen.
the
This
board
was
members-
chosen by.
Championship
This was
committee,
chosen
like
by the Carolina.
WCW in the 90s.
This was chosen by the Carolina Wrestling Cartel. We are going to do this once a month going forward. We want to highlight one particular fan every month who shows that hashtag real fan energy, the support, liking, following, subscribing, sharing, commenting, tagging, tweeting, TikToking, wrestling. If you're casual, if you're a hardcore, if you're an AEW mark, if you're a WWE, take two. If you're a WWE fanboy / girl, if you're an MLW mark, whatever you are, if you are a wrestling hashtag real fan and you support the Beyond the Bell podcast, you never know, but we're watching. We are watching every type of engagement, comments, likes, shares, views. We know who y'all are. Trust me, the insights that we can incite, we can see. Look, we ninjas, we see everything. But
Leroy Jenkins.
Black, I don't care what nobody say, bro. Did you mean unanimous? Like that took me off because I'm sorry.
That's a T-shirt right now.
That's a T-shirt. Did you mean unanimous? Look, you gotta have that italicized. But no, we're gonna take a second to shout out one very special hashtag real fan, and this comes from the Beyond the Bell podcast.
And his name is
ahead,
John Cena. No,
Did he-
Bree Melvin, thank you so much for all of this.
Shout out to Bree.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. But nah, seriously.
Roll that beautiful Bree footage.
That brief, there you go. We're going to throw you definitely a too short. You got a care package coming. We'll be reaching out to you. Sure. Don't know. Put the belt down because you not give her a belt like that. Not yet. Let us get a little more monetized. And we might do a belt. Look.
You thought we? Oh.
Look, you had reach. Boy, you had reach. Put that back. But nah, seriously though, we definitely appreciate everyone's support. But it's just she's definitely gone above and beyond.
The bell.
Beyond the bell with us. She stepped in the ring, come down the ramp, left the curtain, left the announce table. She is the true definition of a hashtag real fan. She watches beginning to end. And we know because we drop little tidbits and clues for y'all to catch on stuff, and she catches it every week. So
critiques us, give us feedback.
So from your boy Carlito the Cannon,
your boy Trigger Trey,
and your boy Blackout Jones,
and always Mr. 211.
We salute you, Miss Real Fan of the Month, Bree Melvin. And on that note, y'all, and one love, and all that. Be easy.
And I bid you adieu. Goodbye.
I'm lying if y'all ain't know.
And good night. Bang.
Catch us next week. Same Beyond the Bell channel. Same Beyond the Bell time. Did I do that backwards? Yeah, I did that backwards. I'm not going to turn around, flip it, and reverse it. Y'all already know. Catch your boy at Carlito_Cannon on IG, TikTok, X.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you can follow me. You can follow me on X.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
You can follow me on X.
At all.
You can follow your boy Trigger Trey.
Oh my God! Go ahead.
Wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute. At official OVO Sound _11 on IG, at Sharon Knight on TikTok. You can follow my website, skmodeling.com. Check out my new article at canvasrebel.com.
You just had to mention the fact that he was pretty.
Nah, because my boy, I put my boys Beyond the Bell podcast in there. So
excuse me, look, because them boys go to Johnny, and they so pretty. Shout out to the 5 heartbeats. I might have to watch that.
We gonna get up at the reunion. Just Pretty Ricky, what they call.
Shout out to Jay Uso if he joins the Judgment Day.
Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Oh. That's what I put on. That's what I put on that joint.
Oh.
Oh my God, bro. Oh Jesus.
Your boy Blackout Jones. You can follow him Blackout_Jones, Instagram, Facebook, on X, Joker Driver 514.
It's like y'all can find me on Instagram and Instagram alone at Man of Steel, MANOFSTEEL_BTB. That is Bravo Tango Bravo.
All right, with the phonetics, let's go.
Hey, you think I knew about that? Look at Trick or Treat. He was just like, "Oh, you knew about that? Yeah, you know what?
So you know the phonetic alphabet.
Like I said earlier, if you have
my real name, no, you don't.
If you have not watched Angle on Peacock, watch it. It's just as good, if not better than Cody's documentary. But like we said before, join us next week. Y'all know what it is. Same BTB time, same BTB channel. There we go. I brought it back. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Why do you always get the effects?
I don't know.
I'm going to try it. Dang it. Nah, ain't nothing happening.
Thank you.
Honcho, you so motherfucking goated.
Acknowledge me when I enter the ring. We the ones that I miss when you trying to king. The best wrestling bar, cause the other ones bore me. Long as we around, they don't finish the story. Elite with it, they know I'ma be around.